I took my time. I tried to make sure everything is okay. And I still forgot, as I always do, to do something. And I forgot to post it on Instagram, so I did that as I arrived here. We are having some really nice weather. There's a lot of people on the street, so let's hope we get a lot of conversations. Hey, Jonzuk, nice to see you. Martin, nice to see you here. And my phone is now somewhat in the shade, as in I tried to cover it with my jacket, so let's hope we don't get any more overheating. And yeah, we're hoping for good conversations, good time, no more technical issues. Supposedly, the battery is pretty charged. It doesn't seem to charge any further, so it slowly is discharging. Hi.
What's the experiment that you're doing?
I just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit.
All right, cool.
You want to try it?
I would love to.
Okay. Are you okay being live from my YouTube channel?
Sure.
Okay. 1 second. What's your name?
My name's Kate.
Nice to meet you, Kate. Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut.
From Connecticut. Oh, nice. Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Chip.
Chip. Nice to meet you.
Okay, Kate. Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
No. What if they benefit from it?
If.
The powerful.
Of course they're gonna benefit from it. Like that doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, so it doesn't make doesn't make
doesn't
oppressing
change my
them
answer.
right. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay.
That reinforces my answer.
Okay, fair enough. What if they're physically stronger?
That doesn't mean that they have the right to do so.
Okay, I appreciate that. What if they're intellectually stronger?
That doesn't mean that they have
Still
the right.
doesn't mean it. I appreciate that. And what if the powerless don't realize that they're oppressed?
If the powers don't realize,
Yeah.
well, that means that something has to change.
Something has to change, but let's assume that the powerless can never realize, because the powerful are so intellectually superior that the powerless can never realize that they're actually being oppressed.
Well, then the change has to come from the powerful. If you're saying that they literally can't understand,
Yeah.
then the change has to come from the powerful because there's no one else that's going to make that change.
Exactly, and oppressing them should still be wrong.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why would it be correct?
Okay, I appreciate it. I'm just going through it to
All
make
right.
sure we're on the same page.
Okay.
And what if the powerful have been doing it for so long that it's a tradition? It's part of their tradition.
That's unfortunate, I guess.
It's unfortunate, but it's still wrong, right?
Yeah, it's just wrong for longer.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate that. Okay. And my final question: should we discriminate based on phenotypes, whether somebody should be oppressed or not?
No, we are all born, we are all the same person, no matter how you look, no matter how you talk, no matter how smart, no matter like how strong or weak you are, we are all the same person.
Exactly. Thank you. So then, let me ask you this, because if we shouldn't be discriminate based on phenotypes and the powerful should not oppress the powerless, do you think we should oppress animals?
I mean, it depends on what you're talking about with the oppression of animals. For instance, like for some people, they view zoos as like an oppression for animals, but there are some zoos that take in hurt animals
Yeah.
and then rehabilitate them. And if they're not able to survive out in the wild because the rehabilitation takes too long, I don't see the issue with keeping them alive and like.
I see what you mean. Well, we can go down that path, but let's assume, like, for example, the animals that we usually use for clothing, for food, stuff like that, like cows, chickens, pigs. Do you think we're oppressing them?
Yeah, I think especially, I don't know too much about like in Amsterdam,
Yeah.
but definitely in the States, the chicken industry is the worst. They're kept in like the most horrid conditions. And then also with cows, especially it's on like many levels about changing this because the meat consumerism, especially for red meat, the like average carbon footprint, at least like in the States, like you can like cut your carbon footprint in half if you just stop eating red meat.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but like, do you think, because I understand the whole perspective of the environment and the carbon footprint, and I understand that they are maybe kept in worse conditions, but even if they would be kept in good conditions, don't you think it's still oppression to exploit them and slaughter them when we can no longer exploit them?
I mean, it definitely is. It definitely becomes like a very rude thing. Just from like the dawn of time, everyone like getting food that way, so it just feels like a hunter-gatherer situation.
But nowadays we don't need to do it anymore, right? Nowadays we have other choices. So choosing to oppress them, choosing to slaughter them, choosing to exploit them would theoretically be a form of oppression that we shouldn't be participating in.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, my boyfriend.
You have to go. Yeah,
I-
just give me.
Sorry.
Let me give you one card before you go.
Cool.
Because we didn't finish the conversation, watch you the Dominion or the most important speech ever here. Okay.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
and happy International Women's Day, Kate.
Oh, cool. Thank
yeah.
you.
Cheers. Have a good one. Yeah, everybody. Sometimes we gotta cut it short if they gotta go. We try to respect their time so that, you know, they come back. What is the temperature? I think it's 19 degrees. It's insanely warm, and it feels like 25. Honestly, I should have worn shorts.
The social experiment?
Yeah, you okay being live from my YouTube channel?
What's the YouTube channel?
Well, I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
What's your name?
Jack.
Jack, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from California.
California. Can you come a little bit closer, Jack, so that you're in
yeah.
view? Nice. Okay, Jack from California. Okay, Jack, let me ask you this then, because you're from California, and I think you would understand this. Okay. Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
No. Even if they benefit from it, and by they I mean the powerful.
What do you mean by even if, like, who's saying who should have the right?
No, I'm asking you, so according to your values, should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
They don't have the right. They have the ability to is a different question because they can give
But
themselves
should-
the ability
so-
to.
so when I ask if-
No, in general, no.
So when I ask, by the way, just to clarify, when I say should they have the right, I mean like should they be allowed to? And when
but,
I say,
but who's allowing them to?
I don't know, like a form of government to forbid them.
Okay,
or
so
something. That's
assuming
what I
that we
mean.
are the actors, we are the government.
Assuming that there would be an institution that could keep them in check from not oppressing, right?
Right.
Okay. So according to your own values, the powerful should not be allowed to oppress the powerless.
No.
Okay. What if the powerful benefit from this oppression?
Do the powerless also? No. I mean, no. In general, no.
No. Okay. And what if the powerful have been doing it for so long that it's become a habit, a tradition, or something like that?
The tradition doesn't justify action. You have to
Thank
look.
you.
You have to look at the action that the tradition is.
Even if it would be
practicing.
inconvenient for them to change.
Tradition itself doesn't dictate morality.
Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, what if they're physically stronger, intellectually stronger, or have different phenotypes as to say that they can justify?
I mean, I think
Oppressing.
maybe you're questioning, oh, is it an animal? And I think an animal is certainly, yeah, we can sort of frame it as, but yeah, some humans are weaker, etc. But there's a uniqueness to being human, I think, that gives us that, and I think it gives us power. If we want to eat a rabbit, I don't think that moral equivocation is the same. I think it's almost a different spirit behind an animal and a human.
So before we go down that route, do you think we should discriminate based on physical characteristics like phenotypes?
In terms of who
Whether oppressing them is okay or not?
Well, oppressing people who are weaker than you or not as intellectually powerful as you is not. You shouldn't oppress anyone.
Okay. So then you got to the crux of it, animals. Why is it that you think that oppressing animals is okay?
Well, I think oppressing. Well, I mean, you can't say eating them is not really oppressing them.
It is cruel and unjust, isn't it?
Eating them is cruel and unjust. I don't necessarily think it's unjust. I think certainly.
Well, we have other choices, so it is unjust.
But having a variety of choices, that doesn't define like justness. Just because you can choose something doesn't make something just or unjust. I think what you're really getting to here is to what, like, can we sort of put humans and animals on the same
No, that's not what I'm
plane?
getting at.
Well,
No.
because I think that's
so
what
let
the
me explain.
previous
No, that's not
questions are, right?
that's not what I'm saying. So listen, the fact that we have choices
Yeah.
implies that when we do extraordinary violence in the realms of sexually exploiting and slaughtering somebody for something that is optional to us, I think we would need some form of extraordinary explanation. Otherwise, it is pretty fucking oppressive, wouldn't you say?
I mean, I think the extraordinary explanation is that humans, by being self-conscious, by being like self-conscious.
So are
beings-
animals.
But it's not the same self-awareness like the.
So if we find a human being who has self-awareness at the level of an animal, is it okay to exploit and slaughter them?
No, because that is a human being, and they're part of like this. We also have a collective consciousness as well.
We don't have
amongst
any
human
collective
beings.
consciousness. I'm sure you don't have you probably have zero thoughts similar to mine, so why would we have a
That's
collective
100%
consciousness?
not true. We are both speaking the same language right
Fair
now.
enough, but like-
which just that what defines that we do have ways that we think alike.
Well, we communicate
100%
with
is
each other, but
shared
also do animals communicate with each other, right? So they also have a shared consciousness in that sense.
amongst animals, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about a shared consciousness amongst, I think, human beings, which I would.
So why would
put as
that matter?
higher
Our belonging to a certain group called human, why would that mean that we get to oppress another being just because they belong to a different group than us?
because we're the highest group. I mean, we
So do you think, again, you think the
I think-
powerful should
I-
have the right to oppress the powerless as long as they belong to a group that they say it's okay to do it?
Well, I think when you're talking about the very specific example of like humans and animals, well,
Why is it that it's very
you could
specific?
separate, should animals be allowed to eat plants? Plants are also light.
Well, there
If
is
you
a
said it-
difference. I can
but
I can
but now
differentiate
you're defining
between.
something as more powerful. I can differentiate between an animal and a human.
Well, I can tell me exactly. Okay, so I can differentiate easily between why is it wrong to harm an animal and it's not wrong to harm a plant. You know why? Because plants don't have sentience, whereas animals do. So let me ask you this.
But now
so
you're
that means
making
they're
some
conscious.
sort of.
Well, no.
you're
Well,
making
you
a-
know why sentience
So you're
matters.
saying consciousness is what matters.
But you know why consciousness matters.
I agree with you. I think consciousness is the thing.
But do you know why consciousness matters?
I'm curious. No.
So the reason why consciousness matters is because consciousness means that they would feel the consequences of me
preference.
harming them.
You're saying
It's not a preference. It means that, for example, if I cause harm to a laptop, because they don't have consciousness, because they don't have sentience, they wouldn't feel me harming them, so it wouldn't be wrong. Whereas whatever being that is sentient and thus would be capable of feeling the harm that I do onto them, it would be wrong for me to cause that harm to them for something that is as trivial as food that is optional
Wait,
food.
so when are our tickets for? Now? Okay. I gotta go. Sorry.
Okay.
It's been good talking to you. And I do think there are shared concepts that we have. And I think could we talk longer? I think we might get.
I think you seem to believe that there is some difference between us and animals that justifies the difference in treatment, but there isn't. You're just a human supremacist. He left already, by the way. I'm just finishing the discourse that I would have told him if he was here. But all of a sudden, what a surprise, he has to go. Exactly, Felix, right? Phone temperature is okay. Battery is okay. We're doing fine. Eat and drink with joy because God approves of what you do. Yes, because that's what God wants. God wants you to slaughter innocent animals for optional products. God wants you to sexually exploit animals for optional products. God wants you to macerate baby chicks for optional products. God wants you to separate babies from their mothers for optional products. Should I say what else God wants you to do? Oh yeah, God wants you to discriminate based on phenotypes. God wants you to disregard somebody's individuality if they don't belong to the same group that you do. What else should I say, huh? Is there anything else that you think God wants? That your God wants, because I don't know which God you're talking about. My God is an animal, as we've established before. My God is an animal in the shape of a chicken. So exploiting chicken would be wrong because my God is in the shape of a chicken. And happy International Women's Day, everybody. Happy International Women's Day. We're here, you know what this day is all about? Equality and equity. It's about acknowledging that the differences in genders doesn't really make any sense to discriminate for, right? It's about acknowledging that we all deserve equal rights and opportunities, regardless of our gender. And it's about, I feel like, because I was talking to my mom this morning and she was saying, well, there's an International Men's Day also. And I'm like, well, there shouldn't be. You know why? Because the day when it's International Women's Day is the day where we acknowledge that women should be treated with equal respect to men. Well, you know what? Men have that every day. They don't need a special day of the year. Says you, bro. Yeah, says me, yeah. Yeah. What exactly do you think it is about? What exactly do you think today is about, huh? Why do you think we acknowledge today? A cow, a mother, is losing their child every second here on Earth. Feel their pain and go vegan. Well said, Mr. Mankey X Manx. God's watching this flat Earth. Oh wow, so you think the Earth is flat also? Insane. You poor lost soul. Well, I don't have any soul, so that's okay, right? So I'm not lost. Because if I don't have any soul, by definition, my soul could not be lost. Alexandra is here. Hey, Alexandra, are you here? Yes, you are here. You're here now, frustrated. Oh my God, Alexandra, I'm sorry you're going through that. I know, it sucks, you know. Internet sucks. Sometimes that also happens here, I get it. Mr. K says I would probably go vegetarian just for the climate. So, Mr. K, do you completely disregard the fact that animals deserve to not be exploited for you? Do you think it's okay to sexually exploit female cows? Do you think it's okay to use their reproductive system so that you get milk and cheese? And when you can no longer exploit them that way, that you slaughter them, do you think that's okay to do? Music Junkie says, stop acting high and mighty yourself, killing innocent animals. Music Junkie. It's interesting that you think I'm acting that way because I'm literally just asking questions and you seem to have a problem with the... Oh, is it my tone? I've been told before about the tone, about my tone. Well, that's just who I am, man. I can't tell you. I don't know what to tell you, you know. I'm not going to be submissive just because you can't seem to understand the concept of the fact that animals deserve to live and not be exploited by us. And by the way, everybody, today is the 6th day we've been doing it in a row, huh? We've been doing every single day. And I'm curious at the end of the week, because I'm also going to come live tomorrow, and I'm curious after no, sorry, this is the 5th day, not the 6th day. Tomorrow will be the 6th day. And I'm curious after 6 days of activism every day, kind of what the results are. So stick around. Tyler Matthew Harris says, veal is so tasty, tastes like baby tears. Yeah, Tyler Matthew Harris, it's you think killing babies is tasty, huh? You think eating babies is okay? Ben, please don't time him out. Why did you time him out, Ben? Don't time out people just for saying dumb stuff. They will say a lot of dumb stuff, please. Just let them say their dumb stuff and maybe they'll listen also. People will get triggered in the chat, you know, people will find ways because, you know, we're challenging their beliefs. We're challenging beliefs that they've been told their whole life. It's okay to, for some reason, to exploit cows but not dogs. You know, it's beliefs that people have been holding on to forever. So, you know, have patience. Let's not time people. Yeah, because he came to spam. Well, I don't know. I don't see the full chat. I only see some messages apparently. But yeah. Do you find yourself feeling nicer towards vegetarians more than carnivores? Only if they want to change. I don't think a vegetarian is any better than any carnivore person if they don't want to change. They're exactly in the same boat. They still support needless animal exploitation, abuse, and slaughter. Talk about all the health consequences of veganism. Sure, so you will have less cholesterol. Because, you know, veganism is a diet that is basically you're not eating any cholesterol because cholesterol only comes from animal products. And we do mean the bad cholesterol. You can still have raised cholesterol if you're going to be eating high in saturated fat, but chances are you're probably going to be eating low in saturated fat. So thus your chances of heart disease lowers. You will be eating a lot of fiber, and thus your chances of colon cancer lowers. What else? Let's see. The protein sources that you will be having on a plant-based diet will be, well, they are associated with an overall longer longevity. So you might live longer also. Let's see, what else? What other... I think that's pretty much enough, right? Do we need more? Oh yes, you also feel good about not exploiting innocent sentient beings for optional products. You guys want to try a social experiment? Oh, there you go. Less erectile dysfunction on a plant-based diet. It only makes sense because, you know, less heart disease, less plaque on your arteries. So, yeah, only makes sense. But then again, of course, it only matters if you're going to be eating marginally healthy, because you could also eat high in saturated fat and be unhealthy on a plant-based diet. Raise chickens and goats, treat them well, eat the eggs and milk, says Johnny. Well, Johnny, raise humans, treat them well, and slaughter them when you can, when they can no longer want to give milk, and forcefully impregnate them just so that you get the milk. Make cheese out of their milk. Separate their babies from them so that the babies don't drink any of the milk, because you know what? You were the one who did the work of forcefully impregnating them. You were the one who fed them. Therefore, you obviously are entitled to their milk, right? So only makes sense that you would forcefully impregnate them. Sorry, that you would separate their babies. Obviously, if the baby is male, you would have no use to them. So it's okay for you to kill them, right? After all, you cannot get milk from them. You guys want to try a social experiment? That is insane, lol. You just let them breed. Yeah, Johnny. And what do you do with their babies, huh? Don't you separate the babies? What do you do when they can no longer be impregnated, huh? Don't you kill them? And why is it that you think that you can take the milk from an innocent animal? Hmm? Why is it that you think, can you take the milk from a pregnant woman? If you forcefully impregnated a woman, can you take her milk because you feed her afterwards? Is that what your values say, that it's okay to do? Why separate the babies? Chicken lay eggs regardless. Okay, so now you're talking about chickens. You're moving the goalpost, because you know that when it comes to goats, that is what you do. Interesting. Goats have tons of milk. They find relief in expression. Yeah, I'm sure they find relief in you separating their babies from them, and you forcefully impregnating them, and in you killing their babies, or killing them when they can no longer produce enough milk, huh? I'm sure they get so much relief from it. Oh, your goats are spoiled and happy and stay with their babies. Well, that means forcefully impregnating them makes all the sense, right? Or I'm sorry, that means killing them when they no longer produce milk makes sense. Or that means killing the males because they don't produce any milk makes sense, right? Yeah, Johnny, it seems like you can't actually answer it, huh? You just seem to tackle two things: the fact that they're not forcefully impregnated and they don't separate the babies. What happens to the male babies, huh? Do you kill them? What happens when the goats can no longer be impregnated, or when they no longer produce enough milk? What happens to them? Do you kill them? You don't slaughter them, but do you send them to slaughter? I'm not looking for a technicality here. Oh, okay, Johnny. So you see, so you do that. I see. You're trying to dodge that, huh? So let me see if I get this straight, Johnny. So you think you're entitled to steal the milk from their titties, but you think you're not, but you don't think they deserve at least to live when you can no longer steal that milk from them, because that means you get to kill them. Okay, I see. Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well done. Okay, Johnny. So I see. Now you're bringing up the crop deaths argument. Wow. Oh, you must. That means I got you, huh? That means I really have found out what you're all about. You guys want to try a social experiment? Okay. So you think you can do whatever you want to an animal as long as you benefit from it. I see what you mean. Because when you take their life because they no longer benefit you, that just stems to say that's how little you think of them. The fact that you take their life because you cannot benefit from their life anymore, huh? It's kind of an insane thing to think about, huh? Is that really what your values say? Hi. I'm just asking you some questions. Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Okay.
Can you come closer so that you're in view?
Yeah.
What are your names?
I'm Angelica.
Emma.
Emma, nice to meet you.
Angelica.
Angelica, nice to meet you. Okay, so Emma and Angelica, let me ask you, how do you feel about animals?
I kind of love them.
You love them?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Do you think that animals deserve moral consideration?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, sometimes yes, but
In the way-
depending the country, because in some country they have a lot of, and in other country they didn't have it.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but like I'm asking according to your values. Like let's put it this way: would you say that you killing a dog for
No.
something you don't need is okay?
No,
No,
no, no,
I don't
No.
think so at all.
Okay.
No.
Okay. What about if you were to sexually exploit a dog for something you don't need? Would that be okay?
No.
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 Okay. Okay. I just gotta ask. Okay. So then let me ask you: do you extend this to all animals or just cats and dogs?
No, to all animals. But bye.
I think sometimes we consider that just for the kind of animal we
Yeah.
see more, like dogs and cats, but I think it should be like for all the animals,
Yeah.
even the animals that we don't have at home. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like cows, chickens, pigs, right?
Yeah.
They all deserve to have some form of body autonomy, right? To not be exploited, right?
Yeah. we
Do you
think
agree with
so.
this statement? Do you think that cows deserve to be killed?
I think we should treat them better.
We
in
should treat them better.
Sometimes, yeah.
What does that mean to you?
Like, in the come si dice allevamenti?
Can you say it in Italian? Maybe I understand.
Like, negli allevamenti.
No, I don't understand.
When, like,
Where they stay and
yeah, before they
they they stay there, and after they kill him too.
they can
Yeah.
kill them. Yeah.
So do you mean they should be treated nicely before they get killed?
Yeah. Or no,
No,
in
the conditions
uh,
where we grow them up, not just for kill them, but in general, should be better for them. Like,
Okay.
more human. I
Is
think.
that the only issue with it, or do you think the fact that we forcefully impregnate them, for example, to make them multiply? Because all the animals in animal agriculture are
Yeah.
not, they don't get pregnant when they want to, right? The farmers
Yeah.
decide
Yeah,
for
that's
them,
for
so they forcefully impregnate them. Do you think that's something we should tackle, or should we leave it as is?
No, I think nobody should be forced to do something that you don't want. Just-
Exactly, including animals, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
including animals.
Okay. Do you think that we should be killing their babies if they're not born the right sex?
No,
No.
no,
No.
at all. No.
No. Okay. Okay. And when they can no longer be pregnant, do you think we should be killing them?
No.
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 No. So then I guess you don't agree with anything in animal agriculture then, because these are pretty standard practices in
Yeah.
animal agriculture. Yeah.
We should treat them more with more humanity, like we treat ourselves. So
Exactly. So we should just leave them alone, in a sense, right? Do you think is there any way to treat animals humanely while at the same time farming them?
yeah, for sure.
How is that?
I mean, you threaten better, but I think everybody. I don't know how to say that in English. Cioè, li puoi trattare bene, ma allo stesso tempo. sono
I think you
cioè,
should take just what you need
Yeah.
and not everything, and do not treat them like we treat them. I think.
Okay.
So because for some people it's the base you eat animals, so I think we should do it like in a different way, but I don't know why, because
So if we don't need anything from them, since we
Yeah,
don't
just
need
leave
any
it
animal
alone.
products,
Yeah.
then animal agriculture has no purpose anymore, right, for us? And it is just cruel to the animals, right?
yeah.
So then, if you think this, do you still think you need to consume animal products? Do you still think you should consume animal products?
Yeah. Because it's full of protein. For example, eggs.
Or can you get all these protein from other sources?
Yeah, but for example, I didn't like vegetables, and if I didn't eat proteins, my body doesn't work anymore.
But
And-
I'll just put this hypothetical. Sorry for interrupting you there. I don't like vegetables, let's say,
Okay.
and I also don't like animals. But I do like killing women and eating them. Would that be okay?
No,
So why would it be
Why?
okay if we assign it to an animal then?
because it's full of Because you don't eat a woman.
Why not?
Because you eat something is your similar species. Species.
Species.
I'm a different species.
No, we are not.
I am. I'm genetically so different that I'm no longer human.
You have only one thing different from me.
Say it again.
You have only one thing different from.
I'm just trying to understand what is exactly the difference, because do you think that species, which literally just means producing fertile offspring, so it means you can reproduce with somebody and produce fertile offsprings, do you think that really is a reason to keep exploiting and slaughtering animals?
Yeah, but for example, eggs. You don't kill the animals. You only eat something they produce.
What do you think happens to them when they can no longer produce an egg every day?
Nothing.
They get killed.
No.
And I've been to biological farms, they get killed.
Yeah, for example, my mom have como se dice, chicken, and we eat them, but we eat eggs only when they are not can diventare became chicken again, and there is only a period when they became chicken. Not every time in a year the eggs became chicken again, and
You mean like fertilized eggs?
yeah.
Yeah, but the chickens, when they can no longer lay eggs, they get killed.
I don't know, honestly, in the farmer I would work, but
Yeah.
I talk about my experience.
But you don't
and-
only eat eggs from there, do you?
What?
You don't only eat eggs from your mom.
Yeah, I know.
You only eat eggs from your mom.
Yeah.
So
we
no,
didn't buy it from the supermarket
or
stuff
here
like
or
that.
restaurants or anywhere.
No, we live in Italy.
Okay, so even in Italy, you don't eat eggs in other places.
Honestly, it is not my favorite food, so I don't eat it everywhere. So
Fair enough, whatever. But like, I can still explain to you more. Like, do you know that where
I
chickens
think
come
everybody
from?
can have a different opinion in this.
This isn't a different
Yeah, yeah,
opinion,
yeah, yeah.
because you're saying that animals are okay to be exploited. Let me ask you this: would it be okay for somebody to use you so that they can eat your period? They
What?
treat you nicely. Would it be okay for somebody to feed you and use your period so that they eat your period? That's exactly what the egg is for a chicken. It's their period.
Yeah, okay, but chicken doesn't do anything if you eat it. Maybe a woman, yeah.
Why would the woman do? It's the same
I
thing.
mean, it's strange if someone ate my period.
So don't you think a chicken, if they could ration the way you do, would also find it strange that you want to eat their periods?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know how to.
But what about
I
dairy
think
cows?
this could be the same
Yeah.
also for plants. They're still alive, but we
but they're
eat
not
them.
conscious, are they?
Yeah, but I think it's part of human species like eat animals, and okay for someone could be not okay, but if we like
But wait.
find a middle.
Because you said it's part of the human species to eat animals, but 200 years ago it was part of human species for women to not have rights. Does that mean women should not have rights?
It doesn't. It's completely different argument, I think.
No, it's just that you're saying that because it was part of because humans have been doing it for so long, right? It's part of human species. Literally means that
there's
humans have been
things
doing it
that
for so long.
has to change, like what you said, how the women are treated. But
Yeah.
I think it depends on the argument. Okay, it's not all black on all white, so it
To
depends.
you.
For me,
But do you think that to the animal that has to go into a slaughterhouse for you, it's not black and white to them?
I think I don't know what they think. So I'm not.
Well, okay, let me put it this way, because we seem to like dairy cows that produce milk. Okay,
Yeah.
do you know why cows produce milk?
No, because I didn't like it.
No. But you eat
don't
cheese.
like it.
Huh?
Do you eat cheese?
No, I don't like milk or stuff like that.
Okay, so no cheese also.
No.
I
Yeah,
drink milk.
Either way, let's just go through it to kind of understand the perspective, because
Yeah.
we imagine that when we think about cows and milk, we imagine that we feed them and they give us milk, right? But cows produce milk because for the same reason you would produce milk, because you would have babies and you would need to feed your babies, right? So I ask again, do you think that they decide when they want to go pregnant, or do you think farmers decide for them?
Farmers decide.
Yeah, so it's called artificial insemination, but it is forceful. They basically put their hands in their anus, they hold their cervix, and they inject bull semen in their vagina. And when the babies are born, what do you think happens to them?
I think they're used for what they need, for what the farmers need. I don't know.
So the first thing that happens is they separate them from their mother,
Yeah.
because they would drink their milk and they have to sell the milk. So they separate them. If the baby is born male, they kill them because they don't produce any milk. If the baby is born female, they suffer the same fate as their mother. Every year forcefully impregnated, every year baby stolen from them.
Yeah.
And when they can no longer forcefully impregnate them, they kill them. And that usually happens around 6 to 7 years, because no body was made to be forcefully impregnated repeatedly every year.
Yeah,
So
I think we should, as I said, I think we should treat them with more humanity, but it's not like at some point we decide we don't eat any more animals.
but
like,
what's more humanity? Because is there any humane way to farm humans?
no,
So why would there be a humane way to farm
it
animals?
is a way to treat animal better, but just, I don't know, it's normal for me eat them, so you can expect from me like in one day to change my opinion about that, or to think about not eat animals
No,
anymore.
but I also listen. I don't expect you to change. Of course, I don't expect you to change your opinion in a day or something like that. Your mind, right? Somebody has been brainwashing you and feeding you lies your whole life. Of course, there will be. It needs some time for you to think and all this, but I also don't expect you to fight it. You see what I mean? Like there's a difference between you fighting it and saying, well, I don't want to change, or it's okay to do this, or the problem is this, not that. Because in reality, if you think about it, everything that I just described for cows, if we did it to dogs, would you still want to buy cheese or milk coming from dogs?
No.
No. But then somehow we think that doing it to cows is any better than doing it to dogs?
Somehow it's because we usually do that. It's normal for us to do that. Of course, for someone that comes, I don't know, from another planet, it's not normal. But I think that change is not like one day to another. So
No, but would you change one day to another if you could only buy milk or cheese from exploited dogs?
I think so, yeah.
So
But
then again, why
in
do you
the-
disregard the
Yeah,
cows?
in the ideal way, yeah, I am sure I wouldn't, but it's not all about what you think, all about this kind of ideas, because in the reality it's different. So
What do you mean in reality is different?
all the world is based even on the commerce of animals and other things. So you cannot
Does that mean
just
it's okay to do this to animals?
No, I'm not talking about the ideal of it or the moral items about it. I'm just talking about how it's worked, because we have to think even in a concrete way.
But I know how it works. So I know how it works here, and you're right, because I live in the same world as you. I observe how it works. I know. I used to be part of it too, you know. But like, what I'm asking is, do your values say that it's okay for you to give them more money to do this to animals? Because it's you who has the power. You are the one who gives them money to do this. It's not, they don't do it because they do it and then you sponsor them or something. It starts with you. Because you give them money, at some point one animal gets exploited and slaughtered for you. See what I mean? So do your values say that you really want to support this, that you want to pay for this?
No, I don't wanna, in an ideal way, I don't want to support this, but I mean, how could I do that? And I think
You could go vegan.
I don't think I'm going vegan, because I think it's more than this to talk about. So
Well, going vegan literally means being against exploiting animals.
They call me and they say me we have to go because we have
To the
Let me just give you a
museums,
card. That's
to
okay.
the-
Yeah.
to
Let me
the
just give you a
Van
card
Gogh
before.
Museum.
I'll just give you one card, okay?
Okay.
Watch the most important speech you'll ever hear of Dominion. Can you promise me to watch one of these?
Okay.
Because you seem like a compassionate person, and you see what I mean. And afterwards, if you want to change or don't want to be part of it, you
Okay.
have resources there,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. But I respect your opinion.
What's your name?
Angelica.
Angelica. Nice to meet you, Angelica. It seems like it's also your opinion that it's wrong to do this to animals.
I think we should talk about it. I don't know.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. So insane, huh? Kind of sad to see people come up with these justifications. Happy International Women's Day, yeah. Happy International Women's Day. Yeah, everybody, hello and welcome to the stream. Maybe I should explain that my energy level is somewhere at a 6 or a 7. Still a little bit tired, of course. But we're gonna continue doing it regardless, you know. I think it's also that sitting in the sun becomes tiring after a while, right? What? How cold is it today? It's like 20 degrees, I think, right now. It feels way warmer than that. It feels like I should have worn shorts. Honestly, it's very, very warm today. It's also almost no wind, so yeah. Hey, the vegan plant, subscribe. And hey, yeah, if you're here, the vegan plant, I just want to give a shout out to Dracolom for commenting first, to the vegan plant for also commenting amongst the first, and of course for Lewis for always commenting amongst the first. I know normally I just give a shout out to one person for commenting first, but I don't know. I just feel like all three of you always comment between the first, and so does Martin and Pia. So thank you so much for all five of you, basically, for commenting, for going through comments, for talking to people. And I know there's a lot more people that do this, and I appreciate each and every one. I just wanted to show my appreciation for all of you because you've been here for a while, and you're always part of my group, and I appreciate you for doing what you do, for supporting all of it. Gia Jolie says, I cooked a nice roast beef last night. Gia Jolie, would you cook the flesh of a dog? If you couldn't find any other animals to exploit and slaughter, would you cook the flesh of a dog? The vegan plant says, we appreciate you. Oh, Gia Jolie says no, you wouldn't cook the flesh of. So what exactly is the morally significant difference between a dog and a cow that justifies the difference in treatment? Let me put it this way. What is it that a cow doesn't have that if a dog also didn't have it, it would make it okay to do it to a dog? If it comes to survival, no. In the same situation, not survival, in the same situation, you make choices. In the situation where you could choose differently, would you exploit and slaughter dogs for optional products like you did with cows? And if not, as you said, no, please explain to me what is the morally significant difference. God allows us to eat cattle. Okay, so your morally significant difference in trait, the difference in trait is that your God says that it's okay to exploit and kill cows, but not dogs. So if my God, Gia, right? If my God were to say that it's okay to exploit and slaughter women, would it be okay for me to exploit and slaughter women? Oh, by the way, everybody, there is a protest that's about to happen here. There's a lot of people walking by. I was responding to the troll earlier, Music Junkie. Vegan 9 years. Nice to see you, Music Junkie. Thank you for that. I understand what you meant. And I think I saw Marcos also donating. Marcos, also thank you for that. So Gia, I will do anything to keep my species alive. Yeah, well, this isn't about keeping your species alive. You seem to be moving the goalpost yet again. In a situation where you can keep your species alive without exploiting and slaughtering innocent sentient beings like cows, how do you morally justify exploiting innocent sentient beings like cows for something that you don't actually need for you or your species? And in fact, it would be extremely arguable and extremely valid that you slaughtering innocent cows is actually worse for your species because cows are worse for the environment. This distinction of we have power or culture all of a sudden says that we can exploit and slaughter beings solely based on phenotypes is something that also destroys your society. So how is it that you think that makes sense? Is it that you don't have any logic in your arguments? You want to try a social experiment?
Of course, yes. Hello, tell me.
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
I'm absolutely fine.
Nice to see you. What's your name?
Pavni.
Pavni.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Pavni. Where are you from?
I'm from India.
India. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. You want to do it too?
Thank you.
What's your name?
Piyush.
Piyush. Nice to meet you. I'm Chip. Okay, so let me ask you this. Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
Never.
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 Never. What if they benefit from it? By they, I mean the powerful.
Still, I could be powerful in many ways.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's all your mindset, how you think about it. There's nobody powerful or powerless. It's about...
Well, there are individuals who are definitely
they
powerless.
think they are powerful and they can think they are powerless. It's about how you make yourself.
Sure.
But yes, there can be situations.
Okay. Well, what if they're physically superior or intellectually superior? Would oppressing somebody who's physically inferior or intellectually inferior be okay?
Not at all.
doesn't matter.
I mean,
like,
yeah, exactly.
powerful doesn't mean like you have to be powerful physique-wise or like intellectually.
Okay.
So yeah.
What if the powerless don't realize that they're oppressed?
I think it's very important to realize. That I agree
But let's
with you.
assume that they cannot, right? Like if a woman is passed out in the back of a taxi,
Mm-hmm.
would it be okay for the taxi driver to oppress her by fondling her or stuff like that?
No, not at all. I think sometimes being a good human being or being just human being, it's important to take care of people, those who do not know they are powerless, and just to let them know they should be powerful. They should be enlightened enough to know that they are in a weak spot, to also be strong enough to handle that situation. But of course, it becomes very important for other person to take care that they don't take advantage of it. Because when you take advantage of a powerless, being a powerful, you are powerless.
Okay. Okay. What if? And this is the final one. Before, actually, this is not the final. The one question before the final one.
Okay.
What if should we discriminate based on phenotypes, as in characteristics coming from DNA or observable characteristic coming from DNA or environment of
Like
somebody?
you're saying, very simple racism could be one of them.
Racism,
right? No, honestly,
speciesism, sexism,
No, honestly,
any sort of ism.
I'm an Indian and I am in a different land. I'm a bootlander for Netherlands, and I wouldn't say I have never faced it. I would say it was less of a percentage of me facing racism. However, I do not agree to it. But then how you take it is also very important. But you should not. It's a
So
point
oppression
blank
would be
no.
wrong. It would be wrong to oppress somebody solely on the basis of characteristics coming from their DNA.
I would say it would be wrong to suppress somebody in any way.
Okay.
Irrespective
Oppress,
of...
not suppress. Oppress.
Oppress, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So then let me ask you this: do you think that we're oppressing animals when we're forcing them into slaughterhouses for us?
Of course, yes, and I don't eat non-vegetarian. I'm
Okay.
a vegetarian.
You're a vegetarian.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So for
do you
me,
consume animal
absolutely.
products?
Again, I'm not a vegan, to be very honest. Yes, I consume animal product, and I do agree in many ways that they are also forced to deliver it. Like, for example, milk out of a cow is also many times forced.
So wait,
right?
why do cows produce milk then?
Sorry?
Why do cows produce milk?
For their kids.
Yeah.
To be very honest,
So do
yes.
you think farmers let them decide when they want to go pregnant, or do you think farmers forcefully decide for them?
See, I have, again, I'm not in that place. However, I have seen that in India. They are also forced.
Yeah,
and
they
I'm
are
sure it
forced.
happens across the world.
Yeah, exactly. So that's number one. What if we did that to a woman? What would we call it?
Again, oppressing somebody, forcing somebody.
Yeah, forcefully exploiting, sexually
yes,
exploiting
absolutely,
somebody, right?
exploiting somebody,
Okay,
yes.
when the babies are born, what do you think happens to them?
They're forced to adapt the world.
No, so the first thing that happens is they separate them from their mothers,
Yes.
so that they don't drink the milk,
Yes.
so that the farmer can sell the milk. If the baby is born male, they get slaughtered because they don't produce milk. If the
Yeah.
baby is born female, they
Yeah.
suffer the same fate as their mother.
Yeah.
Every year forcefully impregnated, every
Yeah.
year have their
Agree.
babies taken from them and exploited for their milk.
Yeah.
And when they can no longer do that,
Yeah.
they kill them.
And I've seen the situation where they're also left on the roads because they don't give milk anymore.
Exactly.
And I do agree.
Do you
to
think
this.
that's oppressive?
Of course, it is not taken. I mean, it's.
So then how can you, and I'm not judging here, or I'm not
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
this, there's no
absolutely.
gotcha
Yes.
here. How can you morally justify continuing your consumption of animal products, dairy products, while knowing that you are
Yeah.
supporting a system of oppression?
See, I cannot.
You
To be
cannot.
honest, I cannot. I cannot.
your honesty.
I cannot justify it.
Yeah.
All I can say is I try to do my best,
Yeah.
whatever I can, and that was I used to eat non-vegetarian. Now I don't. Maybe that's a step one for me.
So why not go
Maybe-
vegan?
I can. I'm an Indian and I have so much big cuisine.
Exactly.
I really don't have to think about a lot of things, to be
Yeah.
very honest.
Yeah.
Maybe I can. I don't know. I cannot. I might try. I don't know.
So how many more animals should be exploited for you before you change?
None.
None.
I agree. None.
Then you have to go vegan
yes,
today,
I agree.
huh?
I agree. I agree to you.
Yeah.
It's just that I might try.
You might try it. What is it?
I will try.
No, not you will try. You will do it. No
Okay, I will do
no more
it.
animals exploited
Okay, I
for
will
you.
do it.
You seem
No
like a
more animal
compassionate,
exploitation.
open-minded
Okay.
person. You know.
Okay, let's do it.
You have a responsibility. You're
Yes,
an awesome
towards
person.
the nature. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Towards these innocent beings.
I
because
agree with
They
you.
don't deserve this. You
Yes,
know.
I agree.
They did nothing wrong to us.
Yeah.
We just use them and
Yeah,
exploit them.
I agree
right?
with you. Yeah.
Okay, let me just give you your card.
Okay.
I love your energy.
Okay.
Okay, so I urge you to watch either the most important speech you'll ever hear.
Okay.
It's kind of what we discussed now to learn about eggs.
Okay.
Maybe you don't know already.
Yeah.
And honey and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Or Dominion. Dominion actually shows you, and Dominion also shows what happens in India. There's also a chapter specifically for India.
Okay.
But it's pretty gruesome. So if you can't muster that, the most important speech ever here. It's
Okay.
when both of them are when you scan this QR code, they appear. And if you need help with your diet, there's a thing there called Challenge 22. They
Okay.
hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day, and help you go vegan for free.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, and you have my YouTube channel and everything there.
Okay, thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Vegan from now on, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I appreciate you. Have a good one. Hey, you want to have a conversation with me? I think you heard this.
Yeah, and I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do you feel? Are you vegan? How do you feel about what we do to animals?
No, I eat all kind of animals or
Yeah.
foods, but I think yes, if societies pay attention to the issue of eating all animals, it would be possible to people like me understand more about that topic, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
But so do you think that right now you have already all the resources or understanding that you need to go vegan?
no, I don't know.
No? What exactly is it that you're missing?
You know, I couldn't answer your questions perfectly because I don't have a lot of experiments in this kind of lifestyle. But many years ago, I tried to be a vegetarian for 6 months. It was great, and at that time I remember I was really calm, and all things would be were better for me. But now I'm not vegan or vegetarian.
I can give you resources for all of this. I can give you all this to help you. Like I think you've heard what I said to the previous woman, sorry, and I gave her some resources, and I can give you that with the same resources. But what I want to see is, do you think that it is obligatory or extremely important for you to go vegan as soon as possible?
No, I
No?
don't think so.
You don't
Yeah.
think so? Why?
Because I think we are just living one time. We should pay attention to the nature, to the animal, to the wild, to all things. But we should pay attention to ourselves and our experiences. You know.
So what if my experience says that I want to grape a woman?
No.
Why should I pay attention? According to your logic, I should pay attention to this.
No. It isn't okay because.
Why is it wrong to do that to a woman?
Excuse me.
Why is it wrong to do that to a woman?
I think we should follow we should follow some rules which is state in humanity. Okay.
So only humans deserve to not be raped. Animals are okay to be raped.
No, not in this harsh mindset.
But animals are raped in animal agriculture. This isn't harsh. This is the true reality.
Yes.
I mean, when you're paying for dairy milk, when you're buying cheese, milk, meat, all these are coming from animals that were sexually exploited.
Yes.
So
Yes,
because
you are-
so do you think that because I want to consume their milk or their cheese, I have the right to sexually exploit them?
No.
No. So then I ask you again. Then, don't you think it's important that you go vegan as soon as possible?
I don't know. It might be so important, but I don't know what should I and the other people do when they just they could just eat some kind of vegan
Exactly.
food, you know.
Yeah. So you could just eat some form of vegan food. You don't need to be exploiting any innocent animal. Would you like it if you were in their shoes, if somebody would exploit you because they've been doing that forever?
No.
No. You know, it's International Women's Day, and 200 years ago women didn't have rights, right?
Yeah.
And if we were to go by your logic, we should just go with what society says we should be doing, and women would have never gotten rights. But we need to challenge these preconceptions.
Yes.
We need to change things.
Yeah.
So while I still agree that there's a lot still to be done for women, there's even considerably more to be done for animals. And if you seem like a fair person, do you think you can be a fair person while choosing to exploit an animal?
No. Yeah. I think now I do agree with you, but I don't know what is the first step for changing the
Yeah.
lifestyle. I don't know.
I can give you that. So, if you scan this QR code,
Okay.
there's a thing there called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist, they send you recipes every day, and they help you go vegan for free.
Okay. Without any problem for
Without
my
any
health?
problems for your health. Yes, they help you with all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
You just gotta want it. That's
Thank
it.
you.
Okay?
Thank
What's your
you.
name?
My name is Nazani.
Nazani. I see it on here, on there. Nazani. Okay.
Thank you.
Naz-
I'm new in
Amsterdam,
Europe,
yeah.
you know, and I'm just here for one day.
Okay.
I visit the city.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Iran, but now I live in Munich
Ah,
for studying. Yeah, and I face a lot of challenges, and today I think if
Yeah, I
I
understand
speak
that,
with
yeah.
you, it is a new experience
Yeah,
for me
yeah,
because
yeah.
I never have this
I appreciate you
experience.
stopping by
Yeah,
with me, and
Yeah.
please just think about this from this perspective, because
Okay.
you know all the difficulties that you face,
Yeah.
animals have it monumentally worse.
Yeah, I face a lot of difficulties because I'm just a woman.
Yeah,
you know?
I understand that. Yeah, and it
also
sucks. It sucks.
in my country. Yeah, so yes, it is my responsibility.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you for saying this.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, Nazanin.
Thank you.
I love it. Nazanin eventually changed her mind. That is beautiful to see. That is fucking beautiful. I'm sorry, everybody, for the language, but that is exceptionally beautiful to see from somebody. And maybe I should have said a little bit of words of empowerment, but I think I did. And I think, you know what? Maybe we should change our tune a little bit, because today there's a protest for women right here. So everybody who's coming here is actually a feminist and is fighting for women's rights. So let's see if we can change a little bit of the questions that we're asking. Hey, Martin, thank you. She was awesome also. I feel like two awesome people right here. Let's see what I'm very curious what the conversations will be today, because yes, there are a lot of feminists right here, and I'm fucking loving it. She sounded so dense and then came around. Exactly, right? She came around pretty quickly. Because I think, you know, and that's eventually what we need to do, is bring it to what people can relate to. And that's why maybe I need to change also how I'm going to do it today, because, hey,
Let's try, come on, brother.
are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's your name?
Nice to meet you, I'm Andrea.
Andrea, nice to meet you. Why are you here? Are you here for the protest, or?
No, me, I'm just in Amsterdam. If I come from Italy, I'm in
Yeah.
Amsterdam for the last 3 days here, so it's just a case that I'm here during the protest.
Okay, so Andreas, how do you feel about, well, let's just say women right now? Because it is Women's
So,
Day.
The rules on the society of women is not considered like the one of a man.
Yeah.
So we must change these things. We must start from the base, from the important things.
Do you think that all women deserve equal rights and opportunities?
No, for example, I see a lot in my country. Me, I live in Italy, but
Yeah.
I go to work in Switzerland. If you want a great position
Yeah.
and you get pregnant, finally, it's impossible that you have that position.
It's fucked up, right?
Obviously, a company prefers someone, maybe a single man also,
Yeah.
that can move a lot, prefer it without go pregnant, because like you know you cut like 6, 7, 8 months in a year just for a pregnant. But I think that's not gonna be something that could change your choice. So we must work on it.
Okay. Do you think it's important that we don't discriminate based on gender?
No, could you repeat, please?
Do you think it's important that we don't discriminate based on gender?
Based on gender.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Like, should we discriminate whether somebody is male, female, intersex, trans, all that stuff?
No, it's always the same. Nothing changed because it's just a words. You know, we are
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
We are
exactly.
everybody. We are people.
Okay. What if should we discriminate based on species, race, skin color? I don't know.
No, my girlfriend is Brazilian,
Yeah.
so also the skin color is a little bit darker than mine. That I'm Italian, but
And,
also I prefer black women. So
So and I ask you just now, do you think we should discriminate based on species?
no.
So should we then say, is it okay to sexually exploit women if they belong to a different species? Like, let's say, should we be allowed to sexually exploit cows? No.
How can I tell you? We are people
Yeah.
with different brain, different abilities, different stuff. Our body doesn't change. Like, you know, if you study for something, it doesn't matter if you're gay or if you're just Italian, if you are from Africa, if you are from America.
But species means different species. It means not human. It means
Like
what I said, a cow, right?
Oh no! So me, I'm not vegetarian, but my brother is vegetarian at home. So I see a lot that he tried to remove. He removed all the meat, but also to us tell to go on the best farm, and not the one with that make big quantity, because obviously their life are completely fucked up.
Why are
Since
their
they
life
born.
fucked up, but on a smaller farm their life is okay?
Because it's different. Because maybe you live a cow, maybe live more than 10 years, can give maybe 10, 11 baby.
What if they're killed at the same rate and they're forcefully impregnated every year, regardless of the farm size?
Yeah, but it's also part of the nature.
Is it part of nature to sexually exploit cows and then use their milk for whatever you want to use that?
No, but you know, it's okay. It's not something that.
Is it okay for the cows?
If you do, for example, yes, my grandfather has a cow, one cow, and it was okay. Take the milk every morning. The cow was okay. So
Why do cows produce milk?
Sorry?
Why do cows produce milk?
What does it mean?
Why do they produce milk?
Because they have baby.
Yeah. So what happens to the babies?
The baby grow.
They grow. So how many cows does your uncle have?
Now 0.
So he had one cow, right?
Yes.
So where were the babies if that cow produced milk?
One time that is grown, they eat.
And is that okay to do?
Dai, bravo, questo mi sta sul culo.
Is it okay to exploit and slaughter animals because you want to eat them?
Brother, are you a vegetarian?
I'm vegan, yeah, I respect animals.
Okay, also me respect animals.
How can you respect them if you think forcefully impregnating them, stealing their milk, and killing them is okay? How is that a form of
Brother, what
respect?
you do with the vegetables also? You cut their life.
Do you think cutting a carrot is the same as cutting the throat of a cow?
No, but it can be compared.
No, it cannot, because one is conscious, one isn't.
Allora fra fai il cazzo che ti pare. Cioè,
Yeah.
I'm here for a discussion. If you tell me what is okay and what is not, it's not a discussion, but it's a monologue.
Yeah,
So you must speak with me, not just on me.
yeah. So what exactly is the difference between a carrot and a cow?
There's a difference.
Yeah.
But you cut two different lives.
What is the difference?
Also, like,
Do you think a carrot thinks?
if so, it's the same
Do you
for
think a carrot thinks?
So, do you think it's the same if?
I'm not going to answer until you answer my question. Do you think a carrot thinks?
Come on, man.
Do you think a carrot feels love?
Brother,
Do you think a carrot feels?
hai rotto un po' il
Do
cazzo.
you think you can sexually exploit a carrot?
Come on, bro.
Do you think they feel?
I don't really know.
They don't.
No? Okay. Well,
Brother, come on.
if,
You know.
if the cow is treated
know.
like good, it's still okay for me to think that we.
Yeah, because you're not a cow, right? But if you were in their position, would it be okay for somebody to sexually exploit you and slaughter you and they can no longer exploit you?
Well, no, but
So then what is it that you think that from their position it would be okay to do so?
it's just in nature. You.
No, it's not in nature. It's just something that you were taught that it's okay to do. Would you do this to dogs?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Would you sexually exploit dogs so that you get their milk?
Oh,
So why do you think it's okay to do to cows but not dogs? What exactly is the difference between them that justifies the difference in treatment?
It's good there.
They're more stupid. Cows more stupid than dogs.
Nope. And do you think that based on somebody's intelligence we should judge whether to sexually exploit them or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're stupider than me, I should be able to sexually exploit you?
Well, I'm smarter than you, so that will never happen.
Okay, so if I find somebody who's more intelligent than you, would it be okay for them to sexually
I don't
exploit
mind.
you?
I like that.
You
I'm
don't mind?
saposexual, you know?
So your sexual exploitation doesn't mean that you get the pleasure from it, you know that, right?
Well, some people do. Some people have rape fantasy, for example. So anything is possible.
Oh, brother, that's not true.
It is.
You think rape is okay for some people? Think
Rape
it's okay to
fantasy. Rape fa-
you think it's okay to rape some people?
Consensual rape.
Consensual rape, then it isn't rape,
It's a
man.
rape fantasy. It's a kink.
Yeah, that's
People
a
have
different
it.
thing, isn't it?
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
Nothing else.
but what I'm talking about is somebody acting against your consent and sexually exploiting you and then slaughtering you
A
because
cow
they
cannot
can't.
say no. A dog cannot say no.
So if a person cannot say no, it's okay to do this to them.
Well, they're not persons. They have
But
lower.
are you a vegan? No.
No.
You eat meat?
Yes.
Because why?
I was taught to. Like,
Because it's good?
No,
Yeah.
you were taught to, exactly. So why do you eat the meat of cows and not the meat of dogs?
in China
because-
they do. In Vietnam they
But
do.
why do you not eat the meat of dogs?
It depends. It depends on your cultural, on your history cultural.
So if it were cultural for me to kill and eat white women or white men, that mean it's okay to do so because it depends on culture.
To compare it, they are on two different.
Well, that's your logic, right? You're saying because it's cultural, then it's moral.
that's not.
There are no morals. I'm amoralist. There are no good. There's no good and wrong. So you can just eat them.
So you think it's okay if somebody were to cut your throat?
Yes, this happens in the world. Go to Gaza.
But if
go
somebody were to
Ukraine.
cut your throat, you would think it's okay.
No, I wouldn't like it, but
You wouldn't
it can
like
happen.
it, so then it would
I'm
probably
prepared.
be immoral.
I'm prepared
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
I could also cut their throat, and I'm stronger, so I will cut
Yeah,
them.
but that's the whole point of it, right? It's not about whether it is moral or immoral.
Right.
It's about finding things that
If there are no
you.
morals, it's not wrong to eat meat. If there are no morals.
So is it wrong to rape somebody?
If there are no morals, yes, there's no right or wrong. But you'll probably go to jail because.
So wait,
there's a law
if there was no law, would it be wrong to rape somebody?
No, that's how it used to be in the
No,
past.
so you think it's okay to rape somebody?
Yeah, go back 10,000 years, ask a caveman.
I don't want to go back. I want to ask what your values are. So your values say that it's okay to rape others.
I'm amoralist.
Okay. So you are agnostic towards if it's okay or not to rape somebody.
I don't believe in good and bad.
No. No, I also don't believe in good and bad, but whether something is moral or not doesn't mean that you believe in good or bad. It's pretty simple, right?
If you don't believe in good and bad, you don't believe in good and bad. So then
No.
eating meat is not a big deal.
Okay. So you don't actually believe that rape is bad.
I don't believe in morals. So yeah.
So you think rape is
I would
okay.
still not do it because
Why wouldn't you do
I
it?
go to jail. And
So if you wouldn't go to jail, would you rape?
who knows? Maybe.
Well, okay, I don't want to continue speaking to you then.
Good luck. Thanks.
It's insane, huh? It's insane. Put this guy behind bars, exactly. And everybody, here comes the. Can you guys hear it?
What kind of social experiment are you doing?
I'm just asking some questions. You want to try it?
Yes.
Are you here for the protest?
Yes.
What's your name?
Kajetan. Kajetan.
Kajetan, nice to meet you guys. Can you come a bit closer so I review? You okay being live for my YouTube channel? Okay. So, let me ask you this. Do you think discriminating based on gender is okay?
Hell no.
Hell no. Okay, I appreciate you. Do you think discriminating based on other phenotypes, is it
No,
okay?
I feel like discrimination in no form is okay. We're
Okay.
all created equal.
Should we discriminate based on species? Like, do you think animals deserve to be treated less because they're not human?
No, they're also like living, you know, like live and let live.
Exactly.
That's kind of
exactly.
that's what I
So
think.
then let me ask you: are you vegan?
I'm trying,
You're trying.
but it's a learning process, you know. It's a hard transition, like growing up just eating meat and like animal-based dishes. So it's a learning process.
Would you find it just as difficult if it were instead of animals, if it were humans, dogs, cats?
I feel like it's hard to kind of explain because you kind of grow up with this like normalization that it's okay to eat animals. So asking the questions, would you find it difficult if more difficult if it was humans? It's kind of not really, you can't really answer it because it's just like you grow up with it. So if I grew up with eating humans, I would have the same struggles. But if you now told me eat a human now, of course I would have more trouble with it because I was told that there's like differences. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but wait for a second for this whole thing to pass. But it sounds to me like your difficulty isn't stemming from understanding that it is wrong to exploit these animals, but your difficulty is rather stemming from a practical side of it. So you already know that it's wrong to exploit these animals. You already know that it's exploit humans. So the fact that society does it, the fact that the values of society are in this place, shouldn't really matter, right? For the practical side of it.
No, I'm trying, but I'm also like used to it, and sometimes I fall back into like the habit. But even though I know it's wrong, and it's like also, it's just hard because I've always like eaten these things. So
no, I understand that, but do you think it's harder for you or for the animals that go into these places?
I mean, it's of course the animals die, so
yeah,
that's why I try.
Yeah. So how many more animals should be exploited before you change?
I mean, I am changing, I guess. It's hard to put a number on this, you know.
Yeah. How many do you want? How many more animals should be exploited for you until you say no more?
Probably none.
Probably none.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see it as very important to change today?
Yes.
Right. Because no more animals should be exploited.
No more animals should be exploited.
We shouldn't be discriminating just because they're animals, right?
Yes.
Especially because you wouldn't do this to a dog, but you seem to think that for a cow it's a little bit more difficult to stop.
No, I like all animals to me are equal. I don't understand if people say it's okay to eat a cow and not eat a dog. Like either it's okay for all or it's okay for none. I feel like there shouldn't.
And all should also include humans.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
We're all, we're all on this planet together.
Yeah, we're all conscious. Okay. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. I'll just give you a card. I won't budge you too much. I heard you. So you have a thing that will help you out there. If you scan this QR code, it's called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day, and they'll help you go vegan for free. Okay. So no more animals are exploited for you. Are you gonna go vegan?
I will try.
Okay, I appreciate you, man. Okay, we gotta do our best, okay?
Good luck.
Cheers, have a good one. Have you guys heard any of the conversation? Because it was really insane as the whole group passed by here, huh? Let's see. Oh, this square is freaking full. I am loving it. I'm at a feminist march. Fuck yeah, I'm loving this. Woo! I'm so energetic right now, everybody, because of this. I'm loving it. What they protesting? They're not protesting anything. They're here to stand up for women's rights. Because women deserve equal rights and opportunities. There was also a Palestine flag. There's always a Palestine flag, yes. It is pretty full though, huh? There is a feminist issue, says Moonrise Studios. Yeah, I can see it that way also, but you know, I don't want to. I feel like I don't want to trigger anybody who would see it any differently, and I don't want to come off as deaf to the issues that women are facing, because there are issues that women are facing also, and I'd like to acknowledge that while there are those issues, there's also this other issue that indeed is pretty well intersectional towards that, right? They should be glad women want equality and not revenge, says that sign. Somebody said factory farming is great. Wow, there's actually a lot of non-vegans who don't even share that opinion. I might just hang around here for a second. Holy crap! Like, oh, I gotta turn this around, everybody. I gotta show you this. This is awesome. Let me turn this around, okay? Just so that you see kind of how big of a crowd this is. I'm loving it. I wish we could have this also for animal rights, everybody. So let's see. Let me also equalize this a little bit. Okay. So can you guys hear me? Okay. It is. There's people coming from that direction. There's people coming from this direction. It's freaking awesome. Yeah. I really do wish we had this also for animal rights. Have you considered starting a Discord server? I mean, there's plenty of Discord servers. I don't think I need to start another. And I also I barely can manage whatever it is that I do. To do even more, I feel like would be a bit too much for myself. Oh, the only problem is that right now we're in the shade, we're in the sun. I might need to turn it back actually, because the phone is now in the sun, huh? Let me see if I can arrange that somehow. No, I can't arrange it. I have to turn it back, everybody. I'm sorry. I wanted to show you what big of a crowd this is, but I guess I have to turn it around again. I don't want to have another event like yesterday where the phone overheats. So, yeah, we're turning this around. Kind of chaotic, but that's okay. You know, that's the whole beauty of these live streams. That we never know what to expect out of them. Okay, here we are. We're back at our place. Hi there. You want to try and have a conversation with me?
Yes, I'll have a conversation.
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Oh, am I on your YouTube channel?
It's live if you're okay with it, yeah.
I can talk anonymously without being
Okay,
on
you
your
can stay
channel?
off camera,
Yes.
yeah, that's okay. What's your name?
Faustina.
Festina, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless,
No,
Festina?
hell no.
No.
Hell no.
What if they benefit from it? By they, I mean the powerful.
They benefit from it. No, but where do they get their power? The power is from the powerless people, so they should not benefit from it.
Okay. What if they're physically stronger or intellectually stronger?
What makes them intellectually stronger? If you're intellectually stronger, it means you're doing something to make someone less intellectually stronger. It means you're hiding information from or knowledge from someone that is making someone.
I don't know. So let's assume the other individual is intellectually challenged and cannot comprehend that they're oppressed or something like that. Would oppressing them be okay?
It should not be okay.
So even if they don't know that they're oppressed,
It
it's
should
still
not be
wrong.
okay.
Okay, I appreciate you. So should we discriminate whether to oppress somebody based on phenotypes?
No, we should not.
No.
Discrimination is a no-no.
Okay. So then let me ask you, how do you feel about animals? Do you think we're discriminating animals?
Are we discriminating animals? Can animals speak for themselves?
Well, if a human being cannot speak for themselves, it's okay to discriminate against them?
No, you should not discriminate
So
against
then why would that be an argument for animals?
It should not be an argument per se for me. Yeah, it should
Yeah.
not be. Discrimination no matter what should not be.
Exactly.
It's like no matter what. should
So
not be.
given that we don't need to consume any animal products, then when we choose to consume them, we're basically oppressing them because we're exploiting and slaughtering them for something that is essentially optional to us.
That's subjective. I'm not going to speak on
What exactly is subjective out of what I said? That the fact that we don't need animal
I'm not going to
products?
speak on that.
Why? Is it because you consume animal products?
No, not that. Not that. For me speaking on it, also for me, I also don't want to be judgmental, you know.
What do you mean by that? Do you think we should not judge people who oppress?
like with respect to the animal product thing, for me, I don't want to be judgmental on that.
So oppressing is okay as long as
Oppressing is not okay.
everybody does it.
No, it's not okay. Oppressing definitely is not
So if
okay.
you think if you're against oppression, how can you morally justify buying animal products,
I'm not
which is
justifying it. I just said I will not speak on it. Me speaking on it does not mean I'm justifying it. They are two different things.
so do you think then you have a moral obligation to go vegan?
Everybody has a moral obligation to make whatever decision that they have to make.
No, do you have the moral obligation to go
personally-
vegan? Yeah, you.
Personally, yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and I try to do that.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that is there any reason why you should not be vegan today?
Is there a reason? No.
No. So is there any other reason keeping you from not being vegan for the rest of your life right now?
For me, as I can only speak in the moment.
Yeah, for
No.
yourself, yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So are you gonna go vegan?
I said I try.
You try? Okay,
Yeah.
let me give you some resources to help you out. You just gotta scan this QR code.
Mhm.
It's called Challenge 22.
Mhm.
They hook you up with a nutritionist and send you recipes every day. They help you go vegan. It's about the animals, okay? No more discriminating them, okay?
I'm not discriminating.
If you're buying animal products, you are.
I'm not discriminating.
Then you're not buying animal
I'm not
products.
Is this made from this cotton, right?
Yeah,
Everything you have is cotton.
yeah,
Okay, that's good.
yeah. I'm not. Of course, I respect animals. Yes. Do you agree with the sign? Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless? Yeah, sure. She's gonna try. She's gonna try. I don't think she's gonna try, to be honest, everybody. But I didn't want to continue with the conversation. It didn't mean a lot of sense. She's just calling him out on his clothes. Yeah, exactly. That would be ridiculous, huh? But it is, everybody, there's so many people, such a beautiful energy. There's people coming from that side. I have no clue how I'm gonna get my bike, so I'm stuck here. Yeah. Do you agree with the sign? Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless? No. No. I'm holding a different sign now. I'm holding the should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless sign. I feel like this is the right place to hold this sign. Ooh, actually, never mind. Now there's a lot of people coming by. Now we're holding it to vegans. If you're not vegan, you're supporting needless animal exploitation. A lot of people will be seeing this. Let's see who stops by. A day of speaking up for the animals and women sounds like a good day to me. Completely agree. It's an amazing day. Maybe I should hold the sign later because I still want to have conversations with people. And I feel like people are going to become static soon, so not a lot of people are going to change. So if I divulge that I'm vegan, everybody's going to not want to talk to me. Chip, if you hold the sign high, people further away will see it better. That's a good sign, good thing you're saying, Lois. So I think we'll do it this way, where we're going to wait another 30 minutes, try to have a couple more conversations, and then we're going to hold the vegan sign loud and clear. Okay? And we're also going to be chanting something, okay? I hope if everybody wants to come here, if everybody is in Amsterdam and wants to come here with me and chant something about veganism, please come here. Would be awesome. If not, that's okay. I'll do it alone. Somebody here hates factory farming. Nice arm muscles. How do you get your protein? Soy? I don't know. Soy, pea protein, brown rice protein, lentils, chickpeas, grains. All plants contain all 9 essential amino acids in one shape or another. It's actually quite easy to get protein. Pepe Silva says, wish I could be there. Why do you always equate humans with animals? Humans are animals. It's not about equating them. I'm not equating them. I'm comparing them because we are definitely comparable. We are the same in all the ways that matter. We feel, they feel. We think, they think. We dream, they dream. Brown rice protein fake. Why would brown rice protein be fake? If you combine pea protein with brown rice protein, it's pretty fucking good. You get a complete amino acid profile, and a pretty powerful one too. There's been studies on it. So that's what I do. I have 15 grams of brown rice protein, 15 grams of pea protein, and 20 grams of soy protein flavored banana every morning. That's my smoothie. Well, I also add 150 grams of frozen berries, 1 banana, a little bit of yogurt, 50 grams of soy yogurt, and a couple of nuts just to get some more vitamins in. Linda says, 2 trolls in chat I'm done dealing with. Linda, don't burn yourself. They're not worth it, okay? Take care of yourself, honestly. And everybody, if you're yeah, they never listen, it's true. So everybody, and if you're, I heard that some people like to just listen to this while they're doing things around the house. I hope you're enjoying it while you're around the house. And let me explain to you kind of where I'm at right now. I'm in Amsterdam in front of the Museum Square. There's a lot of people here standing up for women's rights. There's a lot of flags, including Palestine flags. There's a lot of signs. Everybody came up with signs. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful scene. It's a beautiful view of democracy. People walking left and right. Some people are hanging out. There's a little bit of police on bikes here, a little bit of police on bikes there. It really is a beautiful scene, to behold. And it feels like equality and equity. Fighting for that is just beautiful. So yeah, this is where we're at. And we're holding the sign that says, I'm doing a social experiment, come talk to me. And it seems that I don't attract a lot of attention these days because, you know what? Everybody has a sign these days. Everybody has a sign. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Come on, do that. You will enjoy this channel. Come on, you know it. You enjoy my voice, why not? My face is a bit iffy, but you can enjoy the rest. I'm kidding around. I actually have some pretty good energy today. I'm enjoying this. I always love protests. I find myself so I don't know, so at home when it comes to a protest. It's Bună ziua, Chip, says Arian. Ce faci? Nice. Brozempic says, no, you have a beautiful face. I know some people say that, I know. But you want to try a social experiment? Actually, I think maybe the other sign actually is attracting a little bit more people today, and which says, should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless? Let's use this one. Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless? We're changing signs. Let's see if we get more people. Can't have a conversation with people spamming. That's okay. Listen, I would say if you can try and have conversations with people, try and have conversations with people. Don't burn yourself out trying to have conversations with them. Some people will never listen, and that's the sad reality of it. They will just come into these streams, they will hear a vegan talking about how animals deserve to be free and not be exploited for optional products. They will get triggered because they know that's what they do and what they're participating in. And then they will go, they will start lashing out, and they will come up with exactly the same excuses we hear day in and day out. And yeah, that's all you get. So don't burn yourself out because none of those people deserve it, okay? But also don't swear at them, don't keep...
How do I skip this?
Say it again.
How do I go?
Somebody says, I repeat, animals are not humans. No, but humans are animals. It's pretty simple. Animals are not humans, but humans are animals. Not all animals are humans, but all humans are animals. That's a beautiful logical structure. And it is true. Thank you, Chip. Thank you, vegan friends. I am going to play my music in the sun now. says Marcos. I will be by your side with myself, vegan forever. Marcos, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and thank you for supporting me and everything. I didn't see your message, but I'll see it when I get home. Oh my God, 10 pounds. Jackie Boyle, amazing. Thank you so much, Jackie Boyle. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate your support. You know, it always helps. Stop comparing humans to people. Yeah, Moonrise Studios, right? Why not? I can compare oranges to people if I want to. I can compare computers to people. Why is it that you think I can't compare? You wanna try? You wanna try to have a conversation with me? I was gonna say we wanna try a social experiment. You see, my mind, eh? This is what the human brain. That's how it works. It's used to one thing, and that's what it does. Anytime I see or hear an opinion I don't like, I block it, says Rush E. Wow, that's a pretty dangerous thing. You should not be doing that. You should actually listen to different opinions. Okay, so I'll just read some of the signs that I see here. It says, hey babies. Hey Barbies. Hey Barbies, it says. Act now. There's, of course, a sign that says act now. Let's see, as the signs, hot girls hate. Oh, I can't tell what they say. Just hot girls hate something. Pickle Rick! Pickle Rick, yeah. Wubba lubba dub dub. People see my head and they go like saying things from, oh my God, Marcos, dude, thank you so much. Be happy, never stop. Of course, we never will stop. We'll continue fighting here. Thank you so much for the support, Marcos. I appreciate you. Oh my God, Marcos, you donated twice in the stream, man. Thank you so much. There's two girls walking with a sign that says feminist on them. Hell, I would love to interview more feminists. I should have had a feminist sign today on me. So if you're a feminist, I bet you're not in line with your values or something like that. Well, that would have been a good sign, huh? If you're a feminist, you might not be in line with your own values. You wanna have a conversation? I don't know which sign to hold, everybody. I don't know which one to hold. It feels like I'm holding this one and nobody's coming with this one. It feels like everybody's just passing by trying to read my sign. I feel like I'm gonna try again with the social experiment. I'm just gonna keep trying one after the other. Let's see. Maybe some people will stop. Or maybe I'm just being impatient, who knows? There's also somebody holding a sign that says Komala. Something about Kurdish something. Komala, wow. We are not free until all of us are free. That's another sign. Hell, that's a really good sign for animal rights also, huh? But yourself a cheeseburger. Buy yourself a cheeseburger, I guess you meant to say on me. Hey, you know what? I'll buy myself a vegan cheeseburger, okay? On you. Thank you for that. You can't pay me enough money to ever exploit animals again. Hell, there's no sum that I would ever go to exploiting animals again. I don't see the point. Okay, let's see some other interesting signs, everybody. You want to try a social experiment? I just ask you some questions, that's it. Okay. They don't have time. I can't lie, some of the girls are really beautiful here, and some of all the people here are freaking beautiful. I just love it when people have signs and they show this, oh, they're fighting for something that they think is right. Okay, that sign says, stay loud. Oh, I forgot. You should have a sign saying something about kids, as in baby goats, like, do you eat kids? Oh, that's a good one. Do you eat kids? That's a good one. Hell yeah. Ah, damn. I wish I knew about this protest here, because then I would have prepared a little bit better. Well, that's okay, everybody. I hope you're sticking around here. I'm just gonna try to narrate what we'll see, and maybe a little bit after we'll move directly into the crowd. But let's see, let's try to get a little bit more conversations, because that's why we're here in the end, to have conversations with people. You guys want to try a social experiment? Hey, you want to try a social experiment? Oh, perfect. Beautiful. Are you a feminist?
Yeah.
People, what does your sign say? Are you okay being live from my YouTube channel, by the way?
I'd rather not.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's okay. So people of quality don't fear equality. Love it. And protect your daughter, educate your son. Okay, so let me ask you this. It's wrong to discriminate based on gender, right?
Yes.
Is it wrong to discriminate based on other characteristics coming from DNA?
Yes.
So is it wrong to discriminate on animals?
I'm sorry, no, once
Is
again.
it wrong to discriminate on animals?
How do you discriminate on animals?
Well, let's put it this way. I would assume that forcefully impregnating a woman is wrong, right?
Yeah.
Would it be wrong to forcefully impregnate a female animal also?
I would rather see it happen naturally, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Would it be okay to impregnate a woman only to steal their milk and make milk or cheese out of it?
No.
No. Would it be okay
Not
to do
with the
this
intent.
if there were animals?
No, no.
No. So discriminating based on species is not okay, right? That's what I mean.
No, I agree.
No. So are you vegan?
I'm a flexitarian.
You're a flexitarian,
So I
right?
do eat meat, but good quality meat. Preferably with a good life.
Do you eat a good human quality meat, like humans who were humanely raised and killed?
Oh, I'm afraid that's not that's kind of illegal.
That's kind of illegal, but otherwise you would do it, right? You would pay
No,
for it.
no.
So then you still see this form of discrimination. Why is it okay to do it to animals but not humans?
I guess it's nature,
It's nature.
I suppose.
I mean, would you argue that it's nature then to men to dominate women also? Would that be a acceptable
That's
answer?
not nature. That's
Would
not
that be an
nature,
acceptable
no.
answer? Just
No,
because we
that's
have
not
power?
nature. I have to go.
Yeah, okay.
But it's
Please
not-
don't
that's not nature.
discriminate on animals anymore. Animals deserve to live and be free also. My arguments were not great. But that's okay. We're learning how to deal with it. Abortion is a right. Hell yeah, abortion is a right. Hell yeah. Love it. Abortion is a right, everybody. Girls just wanna home. I don't know what that means, but that's an interesting sign. I don't know, everybody, what kind of stream we'll be having today, I'll be honest. I'm just excited about being here with all of these people fighting for women's rights. I'm wondering how should I tackle this a little bit better, because I feel like there definitely is some way of tackling it better while still keeping it sensitive. So if you guys have any suggestions of a line of questioning or a direction that I should go into, please feel free to shoot them here. I don't stay until the end of the live stream, says Marcos. Marcos, you really don't have to. If you want to play music or go, just go, okay? It's fine. I appreciate you being here, don't get me wrong, but don't feel like any obligation, and it goes for everybody in the stream. Don't feel any obligation to be here, okay? I appreciate everybody for being here, but this is a stream you've seen. I did it every day. There is no need for you to be in every single stream if you cannot be here. Although I really do appreciate you. Okay, so let's see. How is abortion a right? I thought abortion were exploitation. No, they're not. I have to leave. My apartment is colder than outside, says Ben. I agree, Ben. I get that. That's also the case in my city. That's also has been my case, is what I meant. I think she shut off when you said, do you think it's natural for men to dominate women? I don't think she fully got you didn't mean that yourself. No, I know. Andoni, thank you so much. Oh my God, so many people today donating. Thank you so much. Humans are not obligate carnivores. Okay. I thought this channel was about protecting life. No, Mike G's, we're not. We're here about respecting body autonomy. Okay. Do you think we should respect Body autonomy. This is the route that I'm going. This is the route that I'm going. Body autonomy. Is body autonomy important? Okay, they didn't answer. You wanna discuss body autonomy with me? I'm trying, everybody. I'm trying. What is your take on abortion? Maybe you'll hear it at some point. But right here, right now, I'm here to speak for animals. But hey, what? This is, what does your sign says? This is for my girls around the world. Hell yeah. You wanna have a conversation with me?
Maybe.
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
I guess.
Okay, what's your name?
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Merel.
Mayor, I'm Chip.
Hi.
Let me ask you, is body autonomy important?
Of course.
Do you think we should violate somebody's body autonomy because they look different than us?
No,
What if they're a different species?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? So do you think we should violate somebody's body autonomy if they are a different species? If they're an animal?
No.
No. No. Okay. Do you think that we are violating the body autonomy of dairy cows, for example?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So if you think it's wrong to do so, do you participate in this? Do you buy dairy products?
I try not to.
You try not to.
Yeah.
That means you sometimes do.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah. So sometimes you participate in the violation of the body autonomy of some animals.
Yes.
Do you find it important that you no longer do that?
Of course, yes.
Yeah,
I feel ashamed to admit it. So
I appreciate
yeah.
that's a beautiful feeling to have, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is keeping you from going vegan right now? So never exploiting any animals, never violating their body autonomy.
I don't have good reasons.
You don't have good reasons.
No.
That means you should go vegan, right?
I should go vegan.
You should go
Yes.
vegan. Yeah.
I
So if
should.
there's nothing holding you back, I assume you live here in the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have so many alternatives today, right?
Yeah,
Like
I
different-
know.
Yeah.
And I do it most of the time, but not all the time.
So how many more animals should be exploited, have their body autonomy removed from them for you or on your behalf?
0.
You gotta go vegan. Let me give you a card before you go. This will help you. So, if you just scan this QR code,
Yes.
Challenge 22, they hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day,
Oh, that will be useful.
and help you
yeah.
go vegan for free.
That will be useful.
Okay?
Okay.
Perfect.
Super. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so
have
much.
A good day.
Yeah, you too. Cheers. And thank you for fighting for women's rights. I appreciate it always. Yeah. Cheers. There you go. Speed run. Reasonable people are the best. It's amazing. This is how outreaches should go, huh? No, I feel ashamed about it. Okay. Well, I should change. Okay. Well, should you change now? Yes. Okay. Perfect. Bam. Why is it that it has to be different, huh? That's insane to me. This is how, I love it. I'm loving this crowd more and more. I think, so, okay, we gotta mark it in the calendar. I gotta look when there's other feminist marches and stuff like this, because I think this is the absolute best place to make people vegan, huh? It's the single best place where we would get more people who actually resonate and understand the perspective of oppression. Whew, hell yeah. Oh, look, Trev says meat, pigs, something, whatever. Keep up the good work, Chip. I did some outreach today, but it didn't go as great as you, but practice makes perfect. Svet, I want to tell you, if you did outreach, it went just as great as mine did. Because, you cannot control who's going to stop by, who you're going to talk to. You've seen, we've had days when we've been speaking to people who none of them want to change. And we've had days when there's people who all of them want to change. It's not about me or the person having the conversation. It's about the people who they are. Thank you so much for donating, by the way. Thank you so much, Svet. But keep in mind, keep your chin up. That gave Vegan says amazing work. Oh my God, everybody has been donating so much. I appreciate you.
My friend.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
You're already.
Look, my mom. She's doing activism.
Oh, I'm loving. The future is multi-species feminist. Stop sexual oppression of animals. Hell yeah, I'm loving this. I am loving this. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Not your mom, not your milk. Love it. Love it.
To spread some seeds amongst the female feminist march, you know.
That is fucking awesome. That is
Yeah.
awesome. That is
Cool,
awesome.
right? Yeah, I was proud too, man.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Mom was like, "Hey, I'm going to do women's rights march tomorrow," and then she sent me a picture of the sign she made. I was like, and people really like it. A lot of people are taking pictures, man. So,
Oh, hell
but
yeah.
obviously we couldn't do that, right? We couldn't go to a women's march with such a sign, but no.
I don't care.
I know, but it's more tactical. you
It's a
know?
little bit more
If
tactical.
it's like a black rights stuff, and white people come with.
Yeah, it can seem a bit like tone insensitive, I guess.
Yeah.
But
this is more safe.
This is more safe.
You know?
Yeah.
From the
yeah.
first wave of feminism, right, Mom? Were you a first wave feminist?
Yes, no, we are first.
Hell yeah. Amazing.
What are you doing here? You're doing the talking.
Yeah, I'm actually live with people. I'm not trying to get
you're
people
live.
to. Yeah. No, I
but
wasn't speaking to anybody in particular. No, I was just
Okay.
finishing
So
up.
the viewers are checking out the sign.
Yeah, that's a good
Mom,
sign.
show the sign to the viewers.
Do you guys
You are
see the
live.
viewers? Well, it's mirrored, but it says the future is multi-species feminist. Stop sexual oppression of animals. This is a picture of a pig in cages. This is a picture of a dairy cow, or I guess a cow with their cub. And here it says not your mom, not your milk. And the website www.alchemolken.nl. That's nice.
Yeah, means milk dry, I guess, in
Milk
English.
dry.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Amazing sign.
Yeah.
Amazing sign. And on the other side, I'm guessing it's in Dutch.
It's in Dutch.
It's in Dutch, yeah.
But
And
the-
it's
the picture
and
is
it's a
more-
different picture of a pig with their piglets. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, have a great day. Let's
Yeah.
connect.
Yeah, we gotta do the power thing.
Yeah,
we're
I know.
speaking about,
Yeah, we really need to, especially with this weather, man.
Yeah, it's amazing weather.
Yeah, let's. I won't interrupt your
Yeah,
your
yeah,
thing further.
yeah,
Let's connect and
Yeah.
we'll do an action soon together.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Cool,
We'll do it.
cool.
Love it. Love it.
Alright.
Cheers, man.
See you soon, Chip.
Bye. Love it. When you see other fellow vegan activists, it's beautiful, huh? And you saw how nice of a sign she has also. Such a cool lady, huh? It's so nice, man. It's so empowering to see so many people stand up for something, huh? It's so beautiful to see people standing up for what they believe in. It's so beautiful to see people standing up for innocent sentient beings. It's just a beautiful atmosphere. It is a good day, yeah. Hey Kevin J, good day, yeah. Cool dude, Chip, and nice mom. Yeah, and so me and him, we're gonna be doing soon a video where we're gonna be doing another social experiment, where basically we're gonna be saying challenge a vegan to either power lift or how much weight can you lift, how much weight can you bench press, this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. He's also kind of a big guy also. Hi.
Participate.
Yeah, sure. Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
What?
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Yes, of course.
What's your name?
Milos.
Milos. Did you come here for the protest?
No,
or?
I didn't know. I was with my friend. I'm visiting here as tourist. I really
Tourist,
see
okay.
the protest, a lot of LGBT and so.
Okay. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about
I
LGBT?
feel personally it's a bit too much.
It's a bit too
I don't
much?
have too much. I don't have anything against them. There's people like me, like you, like him. I don't know, but it's pushing a bit too much. When I see like
What exactly is
little
pushing
kids,
too much?
When I see the five-year-old kids with LGBT colors on their head and on their face. it's not
So
good
what's
for me.
wrong about teaching the kids that it's okay to be whatever they want to be?
No, it's okay. It's okay. But why teach them?
Why teach them that it's okay to be whatever
Yes,
they want to be? Because we live in a society that
They
oppresses
still-
their
they're
choice
still
to be
playing
whatever
with,
they want to be.
They're still playing with toys, you know. That boy is still playing with toys.
So-
He's not out there looking at is he gay, is he not straight, is he transgender, is he this, that, they, them.
But you were a child at some point. You were thinking of your
We were-
sexuality ever since you
I
were
know,
a young
I was a
boy,
man.
right?
I saw myself, I was a little man.
We were raised differently in the Balkans.
Yes.
We were not.
I come from Romania. I know what you
Oh,
mean.
you
Oh, we're from Serbia.
yes. Yeah, so I know what you mean, but I know from a young age that you kind of know what your sexuality is, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So then, why is
Why
it that?
push it?
What if they see themselves of having a sexuality of a different orientation? Shouldn't they be seen as normal? Shouldn't they see that this is okay to have?
Yes, it is okay. I'm not saying.
So
I'm
then,
not
why
saying
would it be
against
too much then?
I think it's too much for them to be doing these things because they're still out here playing with their friends, kindergarten, cars, Barbies.
So why is it not too
this,
much if we
that.
show a flag of Amsterdam, but a flag of equality between, regardless of sexual preference, is already too much?
But why should we teach them to be gay if they?
We're not
can't
teaching them to
choose
be
it?
gay. It's we teaching them that it's okay to be gay. Do you think it's?
Yes, it's okay. I'm
Yeah,
agreeing.
So
with
it's
you.
okay to teach kids to be gay.
No.
It's not okay to teach
No,
kids that it's okay
no,
to be
no,
gay.
no. I want to say, it's not okay to teach kids anything about their sexuality.
Wow. Why is that?
Little kids are not supposed to be doing these things. They're supposed to be playing with their friends, with these cars.
But what if these
with
little
Barbies.
kids are already thinking about their sexuality?
That's the
should they
parents' fault.
not feel? Should they not feel that it's okay for them to feel safe in their own sexuality?
They're safe. Who's doing anything against them?
Well, it seems like you have a problem with them expressing themselves in public.
No, yes, I have, because I'm also not expressing myself that I'm straight.
You're not so if you were to be holding a woman's hand, you would not be expressing yourself. If you were to
That's
be
not a
kissing
flag.
a woman, that you wouldn't
That's
be
not a flag.
expressing yourself.
It's not a flag.
It's different.
I'm not
because
saying.
it
I'm not
means-
saying with them be a couple outside. I'm
So you
just
have a
saying
problem with
the
colors?
flags.
What exactly is the
No,
problem?
No,
with
I have
flags?
problem with flags.
Why do you have a
Because
problem with flags?
if I'm Serbian, why do I need to go here now with the Serbian flag? Why?
Well, you can just leave. Nobody's asking you to look at this.
We have no problem.
No, we're just passing by. I don't mean any harm. I don't mean anything against you, against the gay people. I just have my own meaning, you know.
But
I
it
think
seems
it's
like
not,
you are a bit homophobic, aren't you?
Not homophobic, but I'm not really to it. I'm not really also against it. I'm Orthodox Christian myself.
Yeah. So what?
No. So we can't be those things.
You can't be those things.
No.
But do you want to be those things?
No, never.
Okay.
Hvala Božu, hvala Bogu, nikad. Never.
We were raised
So
very
do you think? So
differently.
wait, let me put it this way, right? So your God says that your God
My
made
only God.
your only God
Yes.
made certain people.
He doesn't hate
Wait,
anyone.
wait. Let me
We
ask
love
you this.
everyone.
Wait, does
We
your
love everyone, but
does your
we
God
should-
make mistakes?
No.
Okay, so if your God made somebody who was born to like individuals of the same gender,
Yes.
do you think that?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's the flying spaghetti monster. I get it.
It means it differently. We were raised very different than the Western.
It's your own life. It's your own life.
Yeah, there's no man in the sky.
Yes.
Oh, there is.
That is the ideal
He's in
person.
the heaven.
The ideal person.
He's in the heaven.
You can say it's in the heaven, but that's an idea that we can live up to.
Yeah.
If we understand each other, we all agree.
Yeah. So,
yes,
if your perfect God, your God
Yes.
that doesn't make mistakes, made somebody who had the sexual preference for the
He has
same
not
gender.
made anyone.
Well,
It
it's
can
a
be.
choice.
It can
It's
no.
mostly a choice.
No, listen.
So it's a
It
choice.
can
So you
be-
chose
it
to
can
like
be.
women.
It can
Yes,
be.
I can choose.
Listen.
So you could choose to like men.
Yeah. No.
So then it's not a choice.
Wel, hoe zeg je dat? Kak se kaže?
Reci na srpskom, reci ja.
Pa da možeš kao birat kog hoćeš, da niko tebe ne brani. Kak
Yes,
se zove?
he's saying that you can choose whoever you want to be.
Okay.
But not press against
Not
everyone.
pressing against everyone.
Why this? Not, you know?
Look, these flags are unnecessary. I don't mind people which were holding hands and that, but the flags are completely unnecessary.
You think it's unnecessary for somebody to express their sexuality or their
The flags.
individuality
The flags.
using a flag?
Yes.
Wouldn't you not express your individuality by raising a Serbian flag? Would that be against? Would you have a problem if somebody were to say that you're not allowed to raise your Serbian flag
Or you
because
were.
it bothers
That
me?
is-
I can do that. I can do it. If I do it in down there, 5 minutes
No matter
go by,
where you do it.
5 minutes go by, some Albanian will come, some Bosnian will come, some Croatian will come.
Yes, that's
and
true.
then they have a problem. Then that. Serbs are always the worst people, according to you guys.
So your problem.
According to NATO, European Union, we are the worst.
I don't know what your thing is, but like, let me ask you this: so you think that if you were to express yourself using a flag, right, because you belong to a certain group, whether that's Serbs, whether that's the flag of your city, whatever it is, and you would say that you should never raise that flag, you should never express yourself using that flag,
But I'm not in
because it
Serbia.
may bother somebody else.
I'm not in Serbia, but that's not a country. LGBT is not a country. That's a little bit mental in it.
Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
Flags is
No.
just about a group of people. It's
Yes,
not necessarily about a
but,
country.
it's-
It's not.
May I
Do you
ask-
think that a territorial unit, an administrative territorial unit, all of a sudden deserves a flag, but a group of people don't? Don't you think
Why
a
don't I
country
have a
is what
flag?
the people are? Hmm?
Why don't I have a flag?
Well, if you had a flag, would it
I
be
like,
wrong
I
for
like
somebody
a good
to?
Serbian woman. I like them. Can I have a flag for that?
So if you were to have a flag, would it be wrong for other people to say that you should not raise your flag?
Yes.
Yes, they are
Yes,
people
I
who would say
complete.
that. There are
I am
people.
completely agreeing with that. No one should be able raising flags, stupid flags, that are not worth the time, not the country.
Well,
The
who are you
Palestinian
to
flag
say
is-
that those flags are stupid?
I am Miloš Savic, the one and only. The Palestinian flag is also useless. Israel flag is useless because that's their problem, not these people problem.
It's
The
like,
West is pushing it.
may I ask you something?
A flag literally just means I belong to a certain group. It's an icon of a
Then go
certain
back.
group. Go back?
Yes.
Nee, mooi.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about that unnecessary flags are a problem.
So you have a problem with the flag, not the fact that they're transgender or that they're gay or
I
anything
have
like
a problem
that.
with them if they're pushing it to kids.
So you what does it mean pushing them to kids?
Look,
Forcing them to.
listen. I have
Who's
my
forcing
nephew.
them? So wait, if I
my
if-
nephew.
am I allowed to be gay if there's a
Yes.
child next to me?
Yes, you're allowed, but don't teach some sexual things to the child.
So I shouldn't tell the child that hey, if you're sexually attracted to the same gender, it's okay.
No, because it's a child.
So a child should not feel safe within their
No, a
within
child
their
should not fuck.
sexual
A
preference.
child should not fuck. Little child should not be able to fuck. He's playing with his parents.
Nobody's
with his
saying
friends.
that they should, but they do acknowledge that sexual preferences that they have. You did like girls from a young age, did you not?
Yes.
So if
My
you
parents teach
so
me
what
that
if
way.
you what if you were to live in a world where everybody likes the same gender? Would it be fair for somebody to say that nobody should teach you or allow you to express yourself or to like girls in public? Or what if somebody were to tell you that liking girls is wrong?
Then they're not good in the head.
It's
okay,
like-
well, you're saying exactly the same thing about gay people.
But they can reproduce.
Who cares? If you can't reproduce with a woman, you think that then you're not allowed to be
No,
with that
no, I'm
woman?
not saying that. But
it's
that's
against
a
religion.
Means
little chance.
nothing.
That's
It's
a
against
little
religion.
chance. Against religion, what he said, and it's little chance. If a woman cannot
But
reproduce
religion
or a
is
man.
your choice. It shouldn't be forced upon anybody else.
Yes.
So children should also not be taught religion, right?
Why not?
Wait a minute. So wait. You're wrong with you're wrong. Wait. So you're
What does Christianity teach
Wait.
wrong?
So you're saying that it's wrong to tell kids that it's okay whatever sexuality they have, but it's not okay to. Sorry, you're saying it's not okay to teach kids whatever sexuality they have
Yes.
is okay,
Mhm.
but forcing them into a certain religious view
Not
is okay.
every religion.
We are not forcing.
every
It's
religion.
a sin.
No, I
in
want to
our-
say, listen.
They are кажем. Okay. For us,
not saying.
it's a sin to be in the LGBTQ.
Who
We have
cares?
nothing
If for me it were a sin to be wearing a suit, should you be prosecuted for my own choices of what a sin
I'm a
is?
businessman.
I don't care.
He's
If,
19-year-old.
doesn't matter.
He has
If-
a BMW M3
if-
BMW.
If
That's good.
my religion says that it is a sin for you to wear a suit, does that mean
What
that
kind of
I
religion
should
is that?
prosecute you?
That's a
Yes,
wrong
but
religion.
if you see to
That's
other
a wrong
religions,
religion.
check. You have other religions who do persecute Christians just because they are Christians.
Yes, like
so,
Islam.
As an example.
Religion should be kept to yourself, I would assume.
But doesn't that mean that this also should be kept to yourself?
No, because this isn't a choice. You know, sexual preference is sure there is some variability to it, but sexual preference is mostly something that you're born with. There is an interval of sexual preference that you have that you're born with.
When did you realize then that you were LGBTQ?
I'm not saying if you are.
I'm a little bit bi, sure, I don't
Okay.
care.
We have no
Did you
nothing
realize that when you
against
were
it.
a
It's
kid?
just against our
Yeah.
religion. That's the only thing.
Yes.
But like, at what age did you know that you were a bit bi?
Bisexual.
Yes.
Well, at the age when I was allowed to think about this, because I was raised in a Christian Orthodox house
Yes.
where I was told that it would be wrong to think this way.
Yes, it's
Well, I was raised in a country where nobody told me that it's okay to think this way,
But Romania
and
is the
therefore,
safest country, right?
therefore, it only took me 20, 25 years to realize that
25
hey,
years.
and a lot of therapy for me to find out that hey, it's okay if I want to be bi or if I feel like being bi, but. So what I'm saying is, why did I have to wait 25 years for somebody to tell me that I'm not okay how I am?
But
Do you
did
think
they
it's
tell
okay
you?
to tell kids? Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Inherently, they did, right? Religion tells you, as you said, that it's a sin.
Yes, it is. Yeah. But it's like.
But you have to love everyone.
It's like.
So how is it that you're loving these people for showing their flag, for showing their apartness to a certain
Because they're all
group?
children of God, but they make mistakes like me.
It's like.
I also make
It's
mistakes.
not.
but
Do you
they-
think it's a mistake the fact that
Yes.
they like the same gender? That is
my
very
person-
transphobic.
My personal thought
That's very
is that it
homophobic.
is.
Sorry.
Sorry, I don't have nothing against them, but I just don't like it so much because
Can I
I
ask
feel
you-
uncomfortable.
Sure.
What is like the purpose of this? I'm not.
No, I was gonna speak about something totally else. No, I just like the dude. Come on.
It's gum.
Pick it up, come on.
It's gum, brother.
It's gum, yeah. Do you know how difficult it is to clean gum from the
You have
ground?
gum everywhere. Look, here,
So if
everywhere.
everybody shits on the street, you're gonna shit on the street
did that-
also?
they did at some
Come
point.
on, man, be
They did at some
civilized.
point. I'm from Eastern Europe, bro.
So what?
That's
Does that
normal.
give you morally justification to litter?
It's just gum.
Oh, come on. No, I don't want to talk to you guys
Okay, brother,
anymore.
one thing.
No, I don't want. No,
I
no more
respect
one
you.
thing. You don't deserve this
Till
anymore.
next time.
Yeah, sure.
Brother, good luck.
I'm
just
not gonna
being-
shake your hand. You spilled the gum here.
Okay.
You're homophobic. No, thank you.
Not homophobic. Love everyone. Jesus Christ. To je to. Ciao, ciao.
Everybody, I wanted to talk about animals. I did really, but Jesus Christ, man. Some people. We just, it's insane, huh? Do we? Yeah. I've been saying that I want to talk about gay rights and trans rights. Chip is on it. Love you, Chip. Yeah. Yeah, you know, this is kind of insane. This guy just came, spewed the most nonsensical bullshit ever, didn't understand any arguments, said that because he's Christian Orthodox, all of a sudden you can justify whatever ridiculous, bigoted beliefs he has, and then fucking made my city, the city that I live in, dirtier by claiming that, look, there are other people have also made it dirtier. What a piece of shit. Sorry, everybody. Sorry for swearing. I hate it when people do this kind of stuff. So you have to put up with crap like that, Chip says Peg. No, that's okay, Peg. That's okay. You know, I kind of appreciate when you see this kind of people, just how ridiculous arguments they have against their any other beliefs, right? It's kind of a breath of fresh air to see that it doesn't really matter what you challenge them on. The reality is that if they're stuck in their own belief, if they're stuck in their own bigoted view of the world, they will never change. You want to try a social experiment? Okay, thank you. Magnus Nielsen says, leave the kids alone. So you think kids should not be should not be taught that it's okay to love whoever they want to love? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that some kids should be forced into loving somebody else if they choose to love somebody of the same gender? Is that what you're saying? Thank you, Chip. You are giving me so good times because vegan movement is alive. Yeah, yeah. We'll speak about veganism going forward. It's just ridiculous. The bigoted views kind of piss me off. Yeah. Hey. Hey, are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Yeah, sure, happy.
Okay, nice. What are your names?
Alicia.
Alicia, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, about
Arina.
you? Arina. I'm Chip. Where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
From Russia. Okay, are you...
She's from Kazakhstan.
Nice, and from Kazakhstan. I thought you both were from Russia. Okay, so are you here for the protest or...
No, we just came from the museum.
Oh, you were in the museum. Okay, so let me ask you, how do you feel about animals?
We like animals? Yes.
You like animals?
Yeah.
Do you think animals deserve moral consideration?
Yes, if they're in the wild.
Only if they're in their wild, they deserve
no,
moral
I
consideration?
mean, there is some sort of animals that are specifically fostered in the certain areas that every ethical consideration is given.
Yeah.
But if it's forests, if it's wildfires, everything like that is very important to maintain.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you think, like, let me ask you this, do you think that the animals that we farm, the animals that we use for food, for clothing, for entertainment, do you think all these animals also deserve moral consideration?
Yes.
Yes. Do you think that we are giving them moral consideration when we're forcing them into slaughterhouses, when we're forcibly impregnating them, or when we're getting them pregnant so that we can steal their milk?
Why are you only talking about animals?
Because I'm here to speak about animal rights.
Only about animal rights.
I can also speak about women's rights and trans rights, but
Yeah?
yeah.
But why animals? I'm just curious because we also have like a friends and they came like maybe a week or two ago and they also said that you spoke about like animals and we're just curious about like
Because
why you're standing for and what
I
is-
appreciate the question. So, because it's the biggest injustice that we do today, and because people disconsider them so much that if you two, I'm assuming if you two are not going to become vegan after this conversation, then you're gonna disconsider animals so much that you're gonna go and pay for an animal to have their throat slit so that you can get something that is essentially optional to you. Or you're gonna go and pay for an animal to be forcefully impregnated, to have their baby stolen from them, and to all of it just because you want to drink some milk or eat some cheese. Is
So,
that
and you're not eating, not consuming any
No,
animals,
no.
and you're standing for that, like in the future, that will be like absolutely animal free. And what about reproduction? Like because like it's a lot of animals, and if some people will not like consume like.
So why do you think animals? How do you think animals in animal agriculture come into existence?
I'm just curious about how we like how the countries will then contribute that it will not be like so many of.
But that's what I'm trying to answer. But let me ask you, how do you think animals in animal agriculture reproduce?
We have natural way and we have a natural way. Which
No,
one?
it's always artificial insemination. It's 99% artificial insemination. So that means we reproduce them, right? So as more people go vegan and as less people buy animal products, less animals will be brought into existence for the sole purpose of being exploited and slaughtered.
And why you decided like to stand for the like because you like I don't think you were born and you decided that it will be your way or something switch in the childhood. Like I'm just curious. about
That's what you mean. No, well, it's just I've always been a person who is fighting for others' rights because I've been a person who has been lucky to have enough privilege and had a good life, and I had no hardships per se in my life. So when I see others struggling or having hardships, I don't think it's fair towards them. So that's what literally drives me towards fighting for other individuals' rights. But when it comes to animals in particular, it's just extremely unfair and extremely cruel what we do to them and how much we disregard them. So I'm just trying to raise more awareness and get people to change because I want the world to change. You know, if I were in their I empathize with them, right? If I were in their shoes and somebody were to be exploiting me, I wouldn't want them to do that.
But it's really nice from your side. And you have a lot of people who are coming to you and saying like, we don't care about animals.
There's a lot of people who say they don't care, and there's a lot of people who say they want to change.
Yeah. And how do you feel when the people saying that they don't care, they can kill like an animal, whatever?
Well, the sad reality is most people do actually care. It's just that when people are faced with the idea of change, they're always becoming defensive, and when they're told that something that they've been doing their entire life, something that is so inherent within them that brings them pleasure, right? Because food brings us pleasure. When somebody comes and tells you that, well, the thing that you've been doing is wrong because of the victims, then obviously they're gonna lash out and say, well, I don't care, all this kind of bullshit. But so to me, when I see people like that, I just think they're extremely childish. If you ask me, that's all it is. But the sad reality is that we were all at that position where we consumed animal products because we live in this world. But at some point, some of us realized that it's fucked up.
But did you had like the organization or like the subsidies from government to like, because everyone can have like their views point and they.
Oh no,
wanna,
no,
like,
none of that.
entertain.
Is there? I didn't even know there were subsidies from the government for that.
No,
No.
but you like don't have the organization. You're just making like the YouTube, TikTok, I don't know, videos.
Yeah. I'm live on my
asking
YouTube
people-
channel. No, this is an organization that I work for, but it's a Saturday. Of course, I don't work for them, right?
Yeah, and so basically you just decided to come on the Saturday just to speak for the.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like.
So nice.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for
It's
that.
like really nice
Okay, but
from
let me
your
ask you.
side.
Enough talking about this. Let's talk about the animals because that's why I'm here to speak about. So.
But we're just curious about
Yeah.
because we know already like some people who are like it's this guy, he's like making the videos, he's like asking questions about animals, but no one like actually ask you like why you're doing that. So I was just curious.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, thank you for asking me. But because I don't have a lot of time, and I'm sure that at some point you will say that you will have to leave quickly when you're faced with the same thing. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to continue oppressing animals, or do you want to change?
I think it should be like processed thoughts. It's not like okay, I'm gonna be vegan right now. But at the same time, we need to change it like locally because a lot of vegan food is much more expensive if you like meat subsidized. So I think people should make more research and be more aware of.
But
how
let's
meat-
imagine a scenario where I'm sorry for interrupting you there. Let's imagine a scenario where you could be within your budget, be healthy and thriving on a plant-based diet. Do you see it then as a moral obligation for you to not force animals into slaughterhouses anymore?
I think we should start from our own. But if the society like this, one person, I think a lot of people have the mentality that, oh, I'm not gonna change anything. Why should I care?
Yeah.
So I think we need to be just more aware of it and to understand. And especially here, when I moved here, I started to consume less meat just because it's completely different culture from our point of view. So yeah, I think it's the force of habit, and if you actually care, I think you should do it.
Yeah. So how do you feel about animals? Because you said you love animals.
Yeah, I love.
Can you love animals and force them into slaughterhouses?
I think love, like it's two different, it's separate thing. Like for a lot of people.
But what about you?
no,
Listen, I'm sorry for before you answer your question. It's easy for us to speak about what other people do and
No,
systems.
I'm
and
going from my point of
Yeah.
view, just to
Yeah.
not
Yeah, it's
talking about
subjective.
me,
Yeah.
just to be more a little bit subjective.
But you should be subjective because that's the point. Yeah.
So basically, for me and probably for a lot of people, that some animals are pets that we care and love about, and some we consume. But a lot of, like, for me, I did it when I eat. So for example, meat and stuff. I don't think like, oh, it was killed because I didn't do it. I didn't see it.
Yeah, you
So-
you get disconnected from it.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
and I think for a lot of people it's like that.
Yeah,
logically-
I think if a lot of people would see like the how,
What's
for
actually
example,
happening.
animals suffering, or because no one see that, they just see that the. You wanna show us?
Yeah, some, not a lot. Just some of it.
But I know how it looks like, so
So you know how it looks like.
yeah, I know how it looks like.
You've seen. I don't know. Wait,
Yeah,
this kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you think this is? Can you love an animal and do this to them?
I didn't say to you anything, so you cannot ask to look at me and ask
Okay.
this question. To
Can
me.
you love an animal and do this to them?
I'm not doing that to them.
But you're paying somebody to do it.
Yeah, but I think I also said before that is a force of habit.
No, I understand
So yeah,
that. Yeah.
like
Yeah, but so I understand the force of habit. But if you were to separate the habit a little bit from it, again, do you see it as a moral obligation for you to stop? Because I understand the habit, I understand the practical side of it, what you talk about. But morally speaking, do you think it's important that you stop exploiting these
I
animals?
think it's more like not the question even about the exploitation of the animals, but it's more about if the organization for vegans will start to produce the meat which will contain the same like the values for your health, it will completely solve the problem with
But you can already have alternative
yeah,
and
but
thrive
you
on a plant-based
cannot-
diet.
But you don't have enough iron, for example,
You
in
do?
the vegan meat, and iron for animal, it's or for not for animal, but for the human, for the woman
you
especially.
can, of course you can.
It's like a really important thing, and it will be like, you know, even if you're drinking vitamins, it will still different. So they need to like duplicate the iron things, because from iron you have like the problems.
But there's
with
plenty of
the-
sources of iron. I'm actually a
Yeah,
certified
but-
nutritionist, and
but,
as long as you consume them with vitamin C, it's gonna absorb just normally.
Vitamin C is not making your body to produce iron, because iron
No,
is
but
like the
vitamin C,
only-
if you consume iron alongside vitamin C,
Yeah,
the
vitamin B.
absorption rate will increase.
Yeah, and vitamin B, but you know, like they need just to put the same from the nutriology part in the vegan meat, and I think like if the person would get like the
But
same.
why do you need to wait for that? You already have plant-based alternatives,
No,
and you can take a
no,
supplement
I'm
if
not
needed.
saying, for example, I'm not eating meat because I don't like meat.
Yeah.
So I don't like. I'm not like a fan of meat. So for this reason, like I'm not even thinking from the perspective of animal. I'm just not consuming that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that from the perspective that some people eating meat because they. Not just because they like that, but because it's like they think like, or it's a man food, or it's like how I am as a man will take like the woman vegan meat in front of the woman. So for this reason, they need to like propose some marketing stuff for them, and what is inside the meat, that it was a good quality, that they could change that.
But again,
I'm not saying because of me, because I'm not eating meat, but I'm saying for the other people, for the consumers, you cannot just come to them and say like, oh, can you feel guilty about animals? Because a lot of people, they don't care, they consume it, they earning money, they like think that they deserve to consume meat, and they don't care what's happening on the field. But if you give them an alternative from the perspective that, you know, it's actually cool.
But there's a lot of alternatives already.
But you know, they need to
marketize that, like, you know.
But what do
it's
you need?
cool
Let's not talk about others, because when we talk about others, we can so make
how-
generalizations
but how I
and not
can say
and absolve
about-
ourselves for the responsibilities we
How I
have.
can say about myself if I'm not, for example, a consumer? You're
Oh,
wanted to
well,
say
not meat, but you consume animal products, right? Like dairy, eggs.
Like I'm drinking oat milk, but
You don't eat cheese?
It's oat milk. I don't like cheese.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Ah, okay. So you don't consume any animal products?
Maybe if it's inside the, you know, like the cakes or whatever, like.
Well, even in that case, right, if you're going to be eating something that contains dairy products in that situation, what happens is dairy cows get forcefully impregnated for you. They have their babies stolen and killed for you, and then they get repeatedly done this year after year, and when they can no longer be impregnated, they get killed. So it doesn't really, I would argue that dairy products are actually monumentally crueler to the animal than meat is. Because at least with meat, animals live up to a year and then they get killed. It's okay. How do you feel about this?
Oh, me personally, I don't feel like I cannot consume meat. I tried vegan-based alternatives.
But what about the animals?
I think, oh, I love the animals.
Please don't touch the phone. Yeah. Don't touch the phone. I've had some bad experiences, so.
Yeah, so I love the animals, but at the same time, I cannot stop consuming meat.
What's holding you back?
Yeah, I think my organism just needs it for the survival.
Well, your organisms, you're just like my organism, you're a human being, right?
True.
So you can, if I were to give you resources that would help you with that, would you find it important to stop?
Well, I would think so. Yeah.
You'd think so?
Yeah. I mean, that's not the first priority for me, honestly, but if there is a facilitation of consuming vegan-based products, then why not?
So I'm just like, regardless of your priority, right? At the end of the day, you are making choices every day what it is that you eat, right? 3 times per day you make this choice. So why not choose to not exploit an innocent animal?
Well, because I'm of the opinion that first I need to help myself and then I can change something in the society.
But you don't have to change anything. Again, you just have to make a different choice.
Yes, but when I'm used to eating meat every day, I'm eating it every day. Well, I cannot just change my diet and everything goes smoothly.
If I can give you resources that will help you with that, but like, you just gotta want to change. That's it. It's not even about the priority. It's just about you taking 10 extra minutes, let's say, per day, where you choose something else that you're not normally used to.
Well, honestly, in the short term, it will make me less fulfilled because I'm just.
Why are you assuming that? What do you mean? Why would it make you less fulfilled? It's like you don't you add spices to meat?
I do.
So that's our plant. Those are plants, right? Spices are the ones that give taste. I know there's some taste in meat also, but like, why would you start with the premise that you cannot enjoy food unless there's somebody's body part in it?
I'm not sure. But in short, I can say that first I need to change many things about myself and the society, and then comes the animal problem.
Why is it that you think that animals are they deserve so little that you first have to change everything else but then them? Why? How many animals should be exploited and slaughtered for you before you change?
Well, you know what I do think? I separate animals that are raised in the farmhouses and the wild animals. So for the wild animals, I feel the responsibility to preserve them.
Wait, so because you give value to the wild animals but not to the domestic animals, does that mean that the wild animals have value but the domestic values don't?
Oh, I didn't say that they didn't have value.
But what you're saying is that you give them value.
Yes, but domestic animals, just like plants, domestic plants, cultures, they were raised with the purpose of eating them.
So do your values say that it's okay to raise somebody with the purpose of killing them so that for optional products? Do your values say that it's okay to do that to somebody?
Well, so far it's normal in our society. I'm not saying that it's okay.
Many
from
things were
the-
normal in our society.
I know, the slavery, etc.
Yeah.
of people.
Exactly.
But we change gradually, so I believe that things need to happen gradually. If we have a revolution,
I mean, in a society, sure, but as an individual, change doesn't happen gradually. If you think it's wrong to, like, let me put it this way: if somebody, if I were to be a misogynist, right, and somebody convinces me that it's wrong to exploit women or to harm women, should I do it gradually, or should I from that moment on stop exploiting women? Because if you convince me that it's wrong to exploit women, then my view says that it's wrong to exploit women. Every time I do it, I'm doing something is wrong. So, are you not convinced that it's wrong to exploit animals?
in a perfect world, I am. But we live in a.
But
world-
right now, are you not convinced that it's wrong to exploit animals? Do your values say that it's okay to exploit animals for optional products?
I don't know. Subjectively, I would say it's okay, but
It's okay.
in theory, it is not. You know what I mean?
So subjectively, as in, you want to say it's okay because you want to continue doing it, but your mind says that it shouldn't be okay.
Yep.
So then, if your values or your mind says that it shouldn't be okay, why don't you listen to that and stop?
Well, because I want to change to happen gradually, and even with the examples you gave, I think it should happen gradually, because otherwise you have the fluctuations.
Would you do it gradually if it were dogs instead of cows, chickens, or pigs?
No, because we long believe that dogs, cats, and similar animals are the friends
Why does
of
that matter?
people.
Like, you see, I fail to understand this because if your values, right, say that it's wrong to exploit dogs for optional products, you don't do it the minute you realize that it is wrong to do. If your values say that it's wrong to exploit other animals for optional products, you don't do it the minute you realize that it's wrong. Whether practically you might have some difficulties here and there, I'm not here to say that you will do it perfectly practically, but practically you will give your best, and that means trying to be vegan, yeah. Because that's what your values would say, right? Otherwise, you would just be going against your values or trying to ignore some of your values for your convenience or something.
That's true, but I'm ignoring some of my worries and maybe values, as you mentioned, just to give the priorities to other values. That's how I'm living my life.
Yeah, but it's not like you're making it seem as if you're giving priority to these values, but they cannot exist alongside the same time as these values. They can. It's not mandatory that you give priority to other values where it is that you're fighting for women's rights or whatever else that you're fighting for, right? You can still do all that and choose to not exploit animals. It's
It
not
is true.
They can. It's not like these values where it's wrong to exploit animals all of a sudden form a contradiction with other values. It's just that
It is true.
And it feels like if it were to be dogs, you would find it extremely important, and the practical side of it wouldn't matter to you, but you would stop. But because it's different and it's a different animal, you somehow don't seem to think so. But do you think that from the perspective of a cow, who by the way did not choose to be born a cow, do you think for them it's fair for them that you judge them because they were born a cow?
It's not fair. It's not fair, but that's just our mentality, how we were raised in the childhood.
I know.
So, as I said,
But
change
we're
needs to
adults.
happen.
We cannot
I
put
know,
everything on the
but,
back of what our parents
We
taught
are
us.
different characters, different personalities. So
Sure.
if you, for example, can change it right away when you come to the conclusion that your values are formed the way that you need to stop exploiting animals. I'm a different personality, and I just feel you.
I just don't know how you can sleep at night knowing that innocent animals are killed for you when they don't need to. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
I can just recognize that we all are selfish people. I am myself a selfish person.
But this isn't about a little thing like being selfish, as in I'm not sharing my pie with you or I'm not giving you a little bit. This is literally taking somebody's whole existence for 10 minutes
Somebody's
of
life.
food for you, you know?
Yes, but
It's like imagine this 10 minutes, a whole existence. It's a pretty it's a pretty
but,
big thing.
I know. I'm not contradicting that and saying. But yeah.
Okay, let me just give you a
that's
card
just how
because
it is.
I feel like you would benefit from it. So if you scan this QR code, oh, you can scan it also right now. tell you real quick. So I urge you to watch either Dominion or Gary Yourofsky's speech. And this Think Challenge 22, they hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day, and they help you go vegan for free.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll watch that. It's
I'll give you
interesting
also.
from the
I'll give you also.
nutritional point
Hold
of
the
view.
card just to have it, just in case. Okay. What's your name?
Nikita. Nikita.
Nikita. Nikita, you seem like a smart, reasonable person. Don't let your, I don't know how to put it, your convenience or anything get in the way of those values. You'll see, you'll feel much better when you follow your values. You definitely will, even if
try.
it sounds a little bit difficult at first.
I'll try.
Okay.
But because of people like you, you chose to change the society, so
that's what we try.
It's
yeah.
your purpose in life.
I guess
And,
it's the purpose that I chose, right? Not somebody gave it to me.
Yeah. So because of you and because of other people, the world
I appreciate
will
you,
change.
man. I appreciate.
But it will happen gradually. So don't let your emotions.
I'm not. I can't police you. We may never meet again in
Blind.
life. I just want
I
you
know,
to. I just want you to see what you're paying for. That's why I urge you to watch one of those two, and then ask yourself if this is really something you want to be part of. Okay.
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 Have a good day.
Cheers. Have a good one. That was a perfectly reasonable conversation, huh? Perfectly beautiful conversation. And everybody, if you've been enjoying this stream so far, don't forget to hit that like and hit that subscribe. We've been doing these conversations for a while now. And yes, we will continue doing them. The two girls, one from Russia and one from Kazakhstan, I think they were, they left eventually. I don't know what you guys typed in the chat, but they did leave. One of them started reading the chat and then they left. Yep, Chip, don't worry. I understand what you say. That is... what were you saying, Marcos? I understand what you say. That is not a vegan movement. We are just logical people. We are at the same page. Yeah. I think the conversation with this guy eventually was pretty good. And yeah, I never thought about this, but it's very interesting that some people feel incentivized. Hi, you guys want to try a social experiment? Okay, just ask you some questions. That's it. It's very interesting to me that some people feel incentivized to listen to somebody else because they're fighting for a particular cause. So maybe that's something I should be using.
I changed my mind.
You changed my mind? That's perfectly fine. That's okay. Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's okay.
What's your name?
Hi everyone. Benjamin.
Benjamin. Can you come here so that you interview Benjamin?
Yeah,
Love
yes.
it. Love it. Free Palestine? Love
Yes,
it.
of course.
Okay. So then I will ask you this. Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
No, of course not.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
What if they get benefit from it? And by they, I mean the powerful.
The powerful get benefited from oppressing.
Yeah, the powerless.
No, I don't think that's
It's
right.
still wrong. Okay.
Yes. of
Okay.
course.
What if the powerful have been doing it for so long that it's a tradition?
No, that doesn't make it right. No.
And even if it's difficult or inconvenient for them to change, they should still change.
Yeah, absolutely. It
Okay.
should still change.
Okay. What if they're physically superior or intellectually superior?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay. Should we be judging whether somebody should be oppressed or not based on phenotypes?
No.
No. Okay. I appreciate you saying all this. So then let me ask you this. Do you think that we should be oppressing animals?
No.
No. But do you consume any animal products? I'm not judging, by the way.
Yes, I do. I still do. Yeah.
Do you think that when you buy an animal product, you are inherently paying for a system that oppresses one animal?
Yes.
Yes. So do you recognize that you have other options?
Mm-hmm.
So then do you see it as a moral obligation that you'd never buy an animal product again?
Yes. Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Right?
That's
Because
right.
otherwise, how could you say you're against oppression if at
Mhm.
the same time you're supporting the oppression of animals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know what being vegan means?
Yeah. No meat.
Yeah, so being vegan means not oppressing animals. It's a moral principle. And as a consequence, yes, you don't eat their flesh, you don't exploit them for any type of food, for clothing, for entertainment, like not for dairy, not for anything else, right?
But do you maybe think there's an ethical way to consume meat if they have like a good life and it's not like on an industrial scale and yeah.
Is there an ethical way to consume dog meat?
Yeah, could be.
So if you give a dog a good life, would it be okay to kill them at 1 year old and use them for their flesh?
I wouldn't say that is ethical, but if they like die naturally, maybe.
Yeah, that's a different case, right? If they die naturally and you wanna, like, if you wanna eat, if you accidentally run over an animal with your car and you wanna eat them, you know, that's a different thing. Whereas intentionally plowing into an animal,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
eating them, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I mean. Is there like maybe an ethical way
But let's put it this way, because in farming animals, there's a lot of other issues other than just the killing itself, right? Like, for example, do you think that in farming animals reproduce themselves, or do you think we reproduce them?
So, sorry, can you
Sorry.
repeat?
It's okay. It's okay. So when we farm animals, do you think that that animals reproduce by themselves, as in they get pregnant when they want, they have babies when they want, or do you think that farmers choose that for them?
I think right now the farmers choose that.
Yeah. So in that sense, could it ever be ethical to do something when the whole thing of farming them would imply sexually exploiting them so that we have more of them?
No.
No, right? So, okay. So let's move on from this, and you think that maybe we let them reproduce and then we use them in some way, right? But that would also imply not killing them at any age, right? Because we need to let them live until older age, right? That would also imply not drinking their milk or all of this, because the milk is for their babies, right? So is that ethical in a sense? I don't think there's necessarily an ethical issue if you want to eat an animal that has died of natural causes. It is still, however, in today's world, in today's context, it is still an objectification of animals, and it is impossible. It's not almost, it's impossible. Like, can you hold this? Let me show you real quick something. So,
Hi everyone.
so for example,
how many people are watching?
192.
I'm scared.
So let me see if I find it. I should have put some.
Please don't judge me. Or maybe do. I don't know. Maybe I deserve it.
I appreciate you saying that. Okay, so here is it. So this is the age of what animals get killed at. So for example, pigs are killed at 6 months old, and they can live 10 years. Bulls are killed between a year and a year and a half, and they can live 25 years. Fattening calves are killed at somewhere half a year, and they can live 25 years. Dairy cows are killed, well, let's say in some farms they're killed around 6 to 8 years, and they can live 25. Egg-laying chickens, a year and a half, and they can live 5 years. Broiler chickens, I don't know, less than a couple of months.
Massively,
and male chicks a day.
reduced lifespan.
Yeah, so all of these animals are killed at a very low expectancy. Is it fair to do this to them for something we don't need?
No.
No. So then, do you find it as a moral obligation for you to go vegan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna go vegan? How many more? Let me ask you this: how many more animals should be exploited before you change and go vegan?
I don't think that. I don't think it's the amount that would change me. I think it's just more if I.
Yeah, you have to make that switch, right, in your head. Like this, and I understand. Like, it can seem like as if I drove you into a certain direction and I tried to ask you certain questions. Please ask away questions from me. You know, the reality is, what we do to animals is absolutely horrific, right? Like you talk about free Palestine, and anything that Palestinians have been going through is what animals going through the same or worse. And the biggest difference is that they have a voice, you are speaking for them, whereas all these animals are so disconsidered by everybody that a lot of people, after they speak to me, they go ahead and they say, fuck it, I don't care, I'm gonna go and pay for an animal to have their throat cut so that I get 10 minutes of pleasure. Like, imagine how fucked up that is that we do, right?
But I would say, like, we're so alienated from like the process, the killing. And I mean, I still think like I mean, it's easier to have empathy and solidarity with humans and like animals is.
But we can imagine the situation that they're in, right? Like, we can imagine the situation that there's somebody who has power over
still
them.
have feelings, and
Exactly.
not like they don't get hurt or whatever, like the stress levels.
Exactly. So they still they're like us in all the ways that matter in that sense, right? Because as you said, they have feelings, they have emotions, they gather in groups, they have friends, they want to have all of the things that we want to have also. It's just that somehow we think they're inferior to us, and so much so that we can take their whole existence for 10 minutes of pleasure for us, you know?
Yeah.
This isn't your values, are they? Right.
No, I wouldn't say so. But
So-
yeah, I'm still acting.
So you need to
in the opposite.
align your actions with your values, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, thank you for the conversation.
Thank you for having this
I'm,
conversation
going
with
to-
me. I hope you're going to go vegan because you seem like a compassionate, fair person. I'll just give you one card to help you out with this. If you
Right.
scan this QR code,
Mhm.
there's these two things, the minion and the most important speech you'll ever hear. If you want to learn about why eggs are still the same scenario, about honey, about milk, all of it, you can watch one of these and learn. There's nothing wrong with learning what you're part of.
Yeah.
Can you
Exactly.
promise me you'll watch one of those too?
I'll do it.
Okay,
I'll keep
and
my
one more
promise.
thing you have there, Challenge 22, they hook you up with a nutritionist, they send you recipes, they help you go vegan for free.
All right. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
All right.
you have all the resources that you need there,
Yes,
okay?
perfect.
What's your
Thanks
name
so
again?
much. Benjamin.
Benjamin, thank you so much, Benjamin.
All right.
Have an
Cheers.
awesome day.
Thank you.
Have an awesome day too. Cheers. Free Palestine, yeah. It felt like a bit of, I don't know. I hope he makes changes. This dude eats way too fast if he finishes his whole dinner in 10 minutes. Cool guy. Yeah, I thought also cool guy. The shirt was weird, but he was cool. I don't know. I didn't pay attention that much to his shirt, to be honest. It felt a little bit like I was directing him. I felt that way, and I didn't want it to feel that way. So he didn't feel like he was actually having any arguments against it. But maybe that's just, because when you speak about this kind of stuff, you always expect an argument, and when you don't get it, it feels that way, right? It could be my own bias towards it. Hey Oluwali, nice to see you here. Well done, Oluwali. I saw one of your videos where you were protesting against the, what was it? Using animals for entertainment. What are they called? Please help me fill in the gap, Oluwali. Rodeos. It came to me. Rodeos. Awesome, Dan. And everybody, you can check out Oluwali's channel also. He posts these videos where he goes and protests against rodeos and stuff. And he's always direct, loud, and awesome, honestly. I thoroughly enjoy it. I love a good rodeo protest, says Skyjack Morgan. Hey, Skyjack Morgan, how are you doing, Mr. Awesome Sky? Sky, I think you're new here, so what's going on here in Amsterdam is that today, for International Women's Day, there has been a protest to stand up for women and their rights. Reproductive rights, equality, equity, all of it. So there's a lot of activists walking around. There's a lot of activists still sitting in the market. So some of the conversations have been actually pretty good, yeah, because of it, because people are actually inclined to fight for social justices. Ooh, injustice. Feminism. Wait, there's a sign that says I can't read it anymore. There's a child with a cool sign that says something about feminism. Huge crowd, yeah, huge crowd. Still pretty big. I think a lot of people who were sitting on this area where I'm at right now kind of left, but there's still a lot of people on the other side. And you know what? What is phenotypes, asks Tad Oro. So phenotypes are observable characteristics that are coming from either DNA or environment of a certain individual. They can be either physiological, physical, morphological, behavioral. It basically means like, should we discriminate based because somebody can fly and somebody cannot? Should we discriminate based on somebody's skin color? Should we discriminate? That's a phenotype. A phenotype is, a phenotype has nothing to do with discrimination. It's rather just this group of characteristics or characteristics themselves. It's actually just one characteristic, not a group. But yeah, when I say discriminate based on phenotypes, that's what I mean. Is that clear? Blue eyes is a phenotype. Yeah, Skyjack Morgan, good one. Blue eyes is also a phenotype, yeah. Now, don't you go be talking about my rodeos. Why not? Why? Do you think it's okay to use animals for entertainment? Do you think it's okay to exploit animals and slaughter them because because it entertains you? Phenotype is the expression of a genotype. Yeah, it can be genetic but also environmental. As in, it can be coming from genetic factors, but also environmental factors that determine it. Like you may have a certain skin color because of the gene, or you may have a certain skin color because of the environment. You may have a certain hair color because of your gene, or you may have a certain hair color because of your environment. I'm assuming that it's mostly because of genes, yeah, but is being educated a phenotype? No, that is not a phenotype. At least I don't think so. It's not coming from genetics, but it is coming a little bit from the environment, I guess. But we shouldn't be discriminating whether somebody is educated or not, right? Hi Chip, I've just finished my second cube in rural Austria. That's awesome. We reached lots of people this time. That's amazing. Rural Austria. Wow, that must be not easy, huh? How was that, Renee? Renee, not Renee, Renee. Gotta use the bathroom. Cubes are great, says Skyjack Morgan. Okay, everybody, I think I wanted to stay for longer, but the bathroom, she calls me. She calls me, so I think, oh look, there's some signs. Fuck the patriarchy, yeah. I'm loving that sign. That's an amazing sign. You guys want to try a social experiment? Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Oh, it's okay.
What's your name?
Boas. Boas.
You want to do it too?
Join.
Is het voor één persoon? Is het voor one?
Say it again.
Yeah, maar you can do it.
Okay.
What's your name again?
Boas.
Can you come closer so that you're in view?
Okay.
What brings you here? Are you here for the protest?
Just my girlfriend lives in the area, so.
Ah, okay. So, how do you feel about animals?
About animals, I really like them a lot.
Do you think animals deserve moral consideration?
Some do, some. Yeah, for sure. In
Some
general,
do,
for
some
sure.
don't.
No, I don't want to say that. In general, for sure.
In general, but why not all? why is it
all? All, just all.
Okay. Okay, so do you think exploiting animals is exploiting animals okay?
Exploiting?
Yeah.
If they're just living their lives like they should be, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But if they're like not like their normal state or anything, I think.
Do you think sexually exploiting animals is okay?
I don't think so because it's not natural.
Okay.
I think
What if it were natural? Would it be okay?
Depends on the mental state.
When I say okay, I ask morally, right? Do you think that, because you said if it were natural, do you think that nature dictates what is moral or not?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
So, okay, so do you think that raping is moral because it happens in nature?
No.
No? Okay, so then nature does not dictate what is moral or not?
No, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So coming back to animal exploitation, then do you think that if we were to be exploiting animals for products that we don't actually need, would that be wrong?
Some really difficult questions right there.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. If we were to be exploiting animals because we like the products that we get from exploiting them, we don't actually need them, we just like them. Do you think it's okay to do that to animals? To sexually exploit them and slaughter them?
No. If
No.
you say it like that.
No.
No.
Okay. Do you think that in animal agriculture, all animals are sexually exploited and eventually slaughtered?
If they're having a good life and like because of illness they're like slaughtered, I think.
But they're not
that's
slaughtered
better.
because of illness. They're slaughtered because people want to eat their flesh.
Yeah, yeah, that's not good.
That's not
For
good,
sure,
right?
Sure, that's not moral.
No.
No.
No. So I'm not here to judge. Do you think that do you consume any animal products? I used to be part of it though. Yeah.
I do.
So then, do you think that what you're doing is immoral when you're consuming animal products? Because you
Yes,
are.
yes, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, you're aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you see it then as important to change and not consume animal products anymore?
Yes.
Yes.
In the long term, yes, of
Yeah.
course. I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really
Okay. I
do.
appreciate your openness. Do you know what being vegan means?
Mean vegan?
Being vegan.
Oh, being vegan. Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
What is it to you?
Like no animal products at all.
Yeah, so being vegan, it's a moral position where you reject the exploitation of animals. Where you're saying that
Yeah.
it's wrong to exploit
Yeah,
animals.
yeah.
Yeah, so as a consequence, of course, you're not going to eat their flesh, not going to wear their skin or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it feels like your values are already there, but your actions are not there. So do you see it as an obligation to align your actions with your values?
Yes. Yeah, in long term, I think so.
So how many more animals should be exploited before you make a change?
I don't know. It's also like I need to have my protein, so yeah, it's like really.
But you can get protein from plants and plant-based
Yeah,
products.
I
right?
know. But not all the amino acids.
Yeah. All 9 essential amino acids are all in
That's more
all plants.
expensive.
Wait, you live here in the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Actually, since last year, plant-based products, including plant-based meats, are actually cheaper.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in Albert Heijn, every single week, you have a plant-based meat product that is 50% discounted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Every week. But that's one thing. But you can also choose to eat any other things like pasta, rice, beans,
Yeah, I know,
lentils,
I know.
chickpeas, you know. So
Well,
all of
those are more like more
cheap.
carbohydrates. But
Yeah, like tofu, for example, is very
Tofu is
cheap
very- I know,
and
I
it's
know.
high in protein.
Yeah, it's really
There's
good.
also soy chunks, which are like 50% protein, and they're very, very, very.
yeah, lots of beans also.
Lots of beans. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm aware of that.
Yeah. So assuming that, because I can give
Oh,
you.
it's live.
Yeah. So I can give you resources to help you with that, but do you see it as an obligation? And I ask it, when I say as an obligation, I say, do you see it as it's important for you to regulate yourself and
Oh,
try
yes,
to
of course.
change
Yeah.
and no longer oppress animals?
But it's like now I'm young.
Yeah.
I'm just exploring the world and exploring my thoughts and my.
But you can do that while not exploiting
in the
animals,
world.
right?
Yeah. But sometimes it's really hard to find food without animal-based products in it, or
Here in the Netherlands?
ingredients. No. But when I'm traveling or when I'm some place, so sometimes it's the only protein source in the meal where I'm at traveling or other places. So then it's hard for me to choose the vegan option.
But let's do a little bit of an experiment. If you were to be in a place where they only slaughter and eat dogs, would you participate in that?
No.
No. So you would try to find a difference.
Yeah, because I'm more closer to dogs than other animals, you know?
Yeah, and I understand that, right? Like you have a certain connection and you place a certain value on dogs,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
But if you think from their perspective, do you think they have more value? From their perspective, do you think they have more value than cows or chickens or pigs?
No, for like the mental state for people in general, I think they do, but just
from
for
their
consuming,
perspective, from
yeah.
their perspective, they value their life just as much as a dog values.
Yes,
their life,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
it would be just as wrong to do this to them. Then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, if I see it that you can, even if you're in a situation where you cannot find other alternatives for dog meat, you would still choose to not consume it. Don't you think you
Yeah.
should apply the same logic
Yeah.
to all other animals also?
I think I do.
Yeah. And I
think I will.
appreciate your openness. Let me give you a card before you go, and thank you so much for stopping by.
Yes, no problem.
I urge you to watch either Dominion or the most important speech you'll ever hear. You just gotta scan this QR code.
Okay.
Can you promise me you'll watch one of those?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I
I will
appreciate
do.
you. And one more thing you have there, it's called Challenge 22. You just scan this QR code. They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day, and help you go vegan for
Okay.
free. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Well, what's your name
Good
again?
information. Boas.
Boas.
Yes.
Yeah, Boas. You have to go vegan, man.
Thank you,
You
man.
seem like
Thank
a
you.
compassionate, fair person, okay?
Thank you.
No more violence towards animals, okay? Cheers.
Have a nice day.
You too. Everybody, this was a really good conversation to end on. But you know what we're gonna do? we're not gonna end just now, but rather we are gonna end the conversations. But let me show you a little bit around of this atmosphere that is still here. And maybe I'm gonna be walking with the vegan sign, and let's see what people say. If some people are gonna stop by and have some conversations with me, right? Pig's Dream says, great work. Thank you, Pig's Dream. You too. I always enjoy your videos. I should probably drop more comments in there. Sometimes, you know, I just have a playlist of videos and I forget to drop comments because they just go through them and it moves on to the next video, so on.
This is a social experiment.
You guys want to try it? Yeah, I just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit. Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Oh, you're live?
Yeah. No? If you're not okay with...
Yeah, could I do?
You okay being live?
We'll do it.
Say it again?
We'll do it.
Yeah,
Together.
you as well, yeah?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Come.
Where are you guys from?
We're from London.
London, okay. What's your names?
London. Will.
Wolf? Will.
Yeah, nice.
Dylan.
Dylan?
Sam.
And Sam. Will, Dylan, and Sam. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. So how do you guys feel about animals?
Yeah, we love them.
You love them?
Yeah.
Okay, do you think that animals deserve moral consideration?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Okay. Do you think that you might be doing something that removes their moral consideration?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I guess eating them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you think that you can choose otherwise?
Yeah, we have the choice.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you have the
definitely
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so given that you have the choice, that would mean that it's not obligatory or it's not needed for you to eat them or consume them, right? So, and if you acknowledge that they have moral consideration, then wouldn't that be a direct contradiction when you choose to oppress them, to exploit them?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. So then, what is it that you want to do? Do you want to say that you don't love animals, that you are actually for exploiting animals, or do you want to change and not exploit animals?
It's hard to say. I think it's we're so disconnected from the process in which they kind of get these animals prepared.
Okay.
As food.
Okay. Does that mean it's okay to do this to them?
Yeah, I guess not.
Right? Like,
I mean, it depends on the way that animals treated as well.
do you think this is okay to do to an animal? Oh, sorry. I don't even know like this. Sorry. Is this okay to do to an animal?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
No. Do you think that this is exactly what you're paying when you're buying meat?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's hard to say. You wouldn't really.
Yeah.
Unless it's planted in the supermarket.
Say
Unless
it again.
It's planted in the supermarket. You can't really tell.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
we just.
I understand the disconnection, but you can acknowledge that this is kind of what's happening, right? They use a bolt gun, then they cut their throat, right, like they do here, then drain their blood. Like, let me show you also that. They drain their blood, and then they cut them to pieces so that you can eat them.
That's like a standard procedure everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. And in London, do you know how they kill? In UK, do you know how they kill pigs, for example? In gas chambers.
Really?
Yeah, they put them in CO2 gas chambers. Well, they don't kill them; they stun them, but they almost die. They almost asphyxiate to death on CO2, and then they cut their throat.
Yeah. It's interesting to know, though.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that you're paying. Is that, do your values say that it's okay to pay for this for a product that you don't actually need? I see you're quite quiet. What do you feel? How do you feel?
I don't know. I eat meat. I think it tastes pretty good. Given the option, I would prefer.
What about the innocent animals who are exploited and slaughtered because you choose to eat meat for something that you like?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's an option.
If it were an option for you to rape women and it would feel good for you, would that mean it's okay to you to take that option?
I feel like eating meat and raping women are two pretty different arguments.
Well, no, I'm just trying to bring another injustice, right? What I'm saying is that this is an injustice towards animals, and raping women is an injustice towards women. Do you think that you can do an injustice towards somebody because you get some form of benefit from it, and because it's there or it's convenient to you?
Well, I guess this is a society-wide issue, isn't it? Because as a society, eating meat is quite normalized.
Yeah.
Something like rape, of course, is not normalized.
No, but rights of women was normalized, that women didn't have rights at some point, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so just because something is normal or it happens across society, it doesn't make it moral or right.
Yeah, I think we need to make a change as a society.
Yeah,
and
as a
people will
society,
follow
and
it
also us as individuals, right?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
think
I
that
think
you
so.
as individuals have a responsibility on the actions that you do?
Well, as a normal, regular person, it's hard to think that one person can make such a big change. And I think that goes for everything, like recycling or something like that. So it's a bit...
How do you feel?
About the issue in general. I mean, yeah, like there's not much publicity around exactly how the animals are killed, right?
Yeah.
And
Why do you think that is?
Why?
Do you think that's intentional?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would impact their industry. If
Yeah.
it's not like they're going to show videos of how they kill the animals.
So they have a financial incentive for you to be as disconnected and to see as little as possible.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to continue like drinking their Kool-Aid? Do you want to continue taking their pills, or do you want to change and go for what is actually right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard to think that as an individual, if you swap, if you change your mindset, it's not going to impact. Like the changes, I think, would have to come from higher up first.
But with that attitude, would things ever change? If everybody were to have the attitude that everybody needs to change before I do?
I guess it's hard to say.
And let me tell you also this, right? One person going vegan can save up to 100 animals per year. 100 animals per year. How old are you?
20.
2,000 animals so far, at least. Would you say if you could save one animal this year, would you not choose to do so?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Yeah, so then you could save 100. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's good food for thought, isn't it? As
Yeah.
an individual, maybe you can make a change.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. And even if you can't, like the sad reality is that we kill 90 billion land animals per year, and then the trillions when it comes to sea creatures. So obviously, if you three are going to go vegan, you're going to be saving 300 animals per year, let's say, right? 300 out of 90 billion is absolutely nothing. It doesn't make a dent in the industry, but it means 100. It means everything for those 100 or 300 animals. It means everything to them. Like imagine if somebody in this world was rich enough that they could literally pay every government in the world and choose 100 people out of this world to kill you. Would it be fair towards you if you were in that position? It wouldn't mean anything to the whole population because there's 8 billion people on this planet. There's going to be, I think there's more than 100 people born every second. So it would mean absolutely nothing to the whole population. But wouldn't it mean everything to you if that person didn't choose for you to be slaughtered, to be killed?
Yeah, that's not numbers.
So, yeah, there's a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for throwing that at you. Right? It's just you gotta put yourself in this position where there's somebody who has power over you, and they can do whatever they want to you, and they get some form of benefit from it, right? If you were in that position, wouldn't you want that person to say, "Well, leave me alone," or "Do not slaughter"?
Yeah. Something we'll think about, actually.
Yeah. Can I give you a card to look into it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I appreciate you. I'll just give you one card that you can share it with everybody, okay? I urge you to watch either the Dominion or the most important speech you'll ever hear, okay? You gonna promise me you'll watch one of those two?
Yeah, we'll watch
just to learn what we're talking about. Okay. Okay, cheers guys. Have an awesome day. And no, don't exploit any more animals. Think about it, because if you were in their position, you wouldn't want any of this happening to you. Okay?
Yeah, cool. Sounds
Okay,
good.
cheers. I think this guy will look into it. I didn't get a good feeling from him, Roya. But, we do our best. What is it that we can do? I also felt like... It felt a little bit like, oh, look how absurd this person is. Or it felt a little bit like, oh, how did we get in a vegan conversation? I feel like there's so many people nowadays who acknowledge that there's obviously people who fight for animal rights and who are trying people to go vegan. And there's a lot of these people who are aware of it, but they never actually watch the conversations. But what they actually do is they realize that, oh no, sometimes there might be in those conversations. And that's kind of how I got with these people. I felt like these people were one of those types where like, shit, we're in this conversation with a vegan. What do we do now? And I think they realized they had no arguments and they were just agreeing with me. I don't think they were necessarily going to change. That's kind of how I felt the conversation. But I'm not always a good read of character, so who knows? Everybody, thank you so much for being here. We're not going to end just yet. I'm still going to be doing the whole thing that I just mentioned before these guys came to me. Let me just pack up a little bit of the things. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be I'm going to be taking you along with me and showing you a little bit of the atmosphere here. And I'll also be holding the vegan sign. Will that mean any more conversations? I don't know. Will that just be entertaining to watch? Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes it's also good to do things just because we want to do them or something. I don't know. This is a bit too warm even like this. I'm jealous of the Amsterdam weather, says Ali. Yeah, it is pretty warm. It's actually too warm for me to wear this jacket. So let me organize a little bit. Before we go, and I hope you've enjoying these conversations and this stream in general. I see a lot of people have donated, and I thank you so much for that. I see a lot of people also have liked, and I thank you so much. And I will keep reminding you, if you're liking this, to like. Why not? Double tap if you're on mobile, or like if you're on desktop. And don't forget to subscribe also, because you know, it helps with the algorithm. It helps spread the message a little bit further if you're doing all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's try this. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. You guys vegan? Hell yeah, love to see it. See, that's the reaction we want. Two girls were like, veganism, yay. Okay. Okay, so the next part, everybody, isn't necessarily that we are, the next part isn't necessarily that we're going to be doing activism, but rather I'm just going to show you a little bit of around. We've had a long week of activism, and I think it's nice to change things up a little bit, right, to help ourselves. Give me a second. Can you guys hear me okay? How's the sound now? Okay, maybe the sound now is better. Is the sound okay? Oh, the microphone is disconnected. Okay. Is it good now? Can hear, but hear everything in the background. Yes, fixed. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is gonna be an interesting part. Because I'm gonna have to disassemble this little thing with only one hand. So please, wait. I'm gonna put everybody down for a second, okay? I'll be back. No, that doesn't work actually. Wait, let me ask somebody. Hey, sorry, can you hold this for a second?
Yes, we can.
Just hold this for a second while I'm sorry, I just need to.
No problem.
So I'm live on my YouTube channel and trying to. Hey, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, everybody, how's everybody doing? Can you hear me okay? Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around and I'm gonna show you kind of where we're at right now, okay? So, we are in Museumplein, as you can see, and we're walking around. And this was the whole square was full of people. Right now it's no longer full of people, of course. But as you can see, there still are some people on the green grass. We're gonna go there, and we're gonna try to see if anybody wants to engage with us, because I also still have the sign that says, if you're not vegan, you support needless animal exploitation. So let's see, let me show you exactly how it is that I'm walking. So this is kind of how I'm walking. Okay, so I'm walking. I can't see exactly what you guys see because the sun is in my eyes. And I can't see if you're typing anything, but I hope you're enjoying a little bit of the view. Damn. My tripod has gone to shit, but that's okay. We might need to take a break, everybody. Hey, sorry everybody, we need to take a break a little bit because my tripod has gone to shit and we need to fix it. Let me ask somebody to hold the phone a little bit while I fix the tripod. Hi, sorry, can you hold the phone for a second because I'm live on my YouTube channel and I need to fix my tripod. Okay. Okay, I think it should be fine. Thank you.
Yes.
Are you girls vegan?
Yeah.
You are? Hell yeah, nice. Kind of chaotic, everybody. I'm sorry for that. End of the stream, why not? We're doing things a little bit differently. We're trying things out. And this is where a lot of the people in the protest are. So I'm in Amsterdam live, if you're asking where I am. This is Museumplein. This is Amsterdam Museumplein. And I'm showing you a little bit of the atmosphere here. And let's see if somebody agrees, if they want to have a conversation with me. Do you guys agree with the sign?
You're supporting needless animal exploitation. Change my mind. I don't want to change your mind. I don't want to change your mind.
But do you agree with it?
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Are you guys gonna go vegan or are you gonna continue supporting this exploitation?
No, we don't.
You don't?
I don't.
You don't? You're vegan.
All of us. She's our spokesperson.
Hell yeah. Awesome vegan. Awesome vegan over there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Guys, go vegan.
She's also against fast fashion. She's amazing.
Yeah. Well.
Are you wearing
fast fashion?
I am not. No.
Yeah, you are. You are? What are those shoes? They're from China.
No, these are.
China.
These are
Is it made?
Vessi.
Where is it made? Take them out, you can check where they're made.
Yeah, because you cannot do it all.
Sadly, I have what do you call it? I have to buy certain types of jeans because of my build.
No,
So
you can wear loose pants like
I got
this.
everything from the trash.
yeah. I mean, I only have 3 pairs of pants.
My
Fair
pants
enough.
are also from the trash. You
Yeah.
can wear stuff from the trash.
We are also from the trash.
Good point. Good point.
Very good point. Very good point, and you're right about that. And I'll actually take into consideration.
Are you gonna change your mind?
I am going to change my mind. That's why I'm no longer buying clothes or other things until I know exactly where they are made, how they are made, and that they are ethical.
Well, that's awesome.
That's what I'm trying to do. And say that again.
Also, this cap.
This cap I actually got it as a present a long time ago, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a present.
At least happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day. Yeah.
He is the true feminist of the group. He is the only feminist in this group.
Well, let me ask you this: can you actually be a feminist if you support needless animal exploitation?
He is also vegetarian, eh?
But vegetarian still means you're supporting animal exploitation, right?
Vegetarian.
I was raised vegetarian.
Still.
But dairy cows are forcefully impregnated on the basis that they are female. Keep in mind, dairy cows are exploited on the premise that they are vegan. Sorry, that they are female.
Two stories at the same time.
I
know, same story.
Yeah.
But I thought it was two, so my mind was splitting between those two, and I'll shut up. Let him say.
That's okay.
I will
So,
just go
No, it's International Female Day.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all I was saying, I'm sorry, yeah, you're right. Go on, you go on.
I was saying that the women cows, the female cows, they get exploited to get the milk. They get impregnated every year. The calf takes being taken away, and that's why it's relevant of women. Shit, I'm never gonna drink milk today.
I heard like
They do that. They sexually exploit cows, yeah.
I know.
They rape them for milk, yeah.
They like it. She used to work at the farm, and she said that all the cows, they're like.
I'm gonna let you be, guys, but you gotta go vegan. No more animal exploitation. That's the fair way to do it, okay?
Why do you have so many boards? What's on the other one?
So, by the way, everyone, I am actually live on my YouTube channel right now.
Live?
Yeah, yeah. So this is one of the boards. Let me show you, but it's kind of difficult, but I'll show you anyway. So this is one of the boards. Then I have this one. Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless? This is one of the conversations. Yeah. Then I start a social experiment. Come talk to me, and I ask people to come talk to me, and then sometimes I ask.
What about the EQ test?
Oh, so the reason why this one is made this way, whether it's
because the man is stupid and the woman is smart.
so the reason why is that is because the man is stronger. So I ask, does physical power justify oppression? Yeah, exactly. And she's smarter. Well, she's smarter. So does intelligence justify oppression, or does strength justify oppression? That's why I did it that way. Yeah, both don't exactly. Yeah. But we do have all of those over animals.
Never justified. Oh, and not her.
No, him.
Man, I love your energy. I swear to God. Yeah. So this is another sign that I have. Who would you save? Obviously. Then.
Oh no, that's a terrible picture.
Animal abuse should be legal, also to trigger some people to get some people. Okay. Sometimes I'm there also, yeah. And then, which forms of exploitation do you support?
Okay, I support this one. This one.
This one's great.
I support that one, then that one.
I don't like any of them.
I like this.
The baby bear.
The baby bear.
No, of course.
No, yeah.
None of them.
None of them should be supported, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Are they really different? Okay,
and what's
this is
this?
a
This
zoo.
are red.
They are saving this
chickens.
They're saving.
Yeah.
What's happening here? I don't understand what's happening.
They're probably doing some brain.
This is for testing, yeah.
Are you sure? Maybe they're all there just
But that's
operate.
good, right?
She broke her neck, and then they're trying to save it.
Yeah, and they're giving her hair
But
blood.
that's utilitarian. That's kind of good.
This is just birth, no? Oh,
This rape?
I think we have to. Oh, this is
Yeah, this is the forceful impregnation. She puts her hands in her anus to hold her cervix and then inject bull semen in their vagina.
okay, the head to the anus is fine.
Have they done like research into the experience of the
No, but
brain
this
or
I feel is really terrible.
I think we have to
Once my classmate
introduce lobotomies
He
again.
joined.
You have this.
This
You have this
Italian
wall.
guy.
I
You have
had
this
this.
wall
He said
to,
I
stain.
I know, my brother did it. My brother did it.
He joined.
Yeah.
He was on the side and then he realized. Hello.
Hello.
My brother did the
How
walk.
many people are?
140.
Oh, hello everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, truth or dare? Give me a truth or dare.
Wait, you have to say it again.
Give me a truth or dare.
Paul, there.
Hi. Hi. Lobotomy.
everybody.
I hardly know her.
Someone says truth or dare lobotomy.
There's a dare. Go vegan. There you.
Okay, take it. Okay.
We will.
Another one.
I think
Are
it's
these
a
people
bit
stoned?
aggressive.
No,
No.
we don't smoke.
No, they don't smoke. Everybody, no.
We are not stoned. Come on,
everybody
why you have to be so
understands.
disrespectful to
Yeah,
us?
that's not.
No, it's not disrespectful.
No, but saying truth or dare lobotomy, sorry, that's pretty.
Oh, I liked it, but I
There's also a lot of people here who are like. So there's obviously the usuals who usually are very respectful.
Everyone's
but there's
saying
also
go
people who
vegan.
come
That's
and-
so nice.
Do a handstand.
Do a handstand, yes.
Wait, let's see a handstand, everyone.
He's very good at it.
Okay.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh, and look at her.
Yeah,
She's
but
doing
she
a
knows what to
handstand. And she's vegan, everybody. So you guys are beautiful.
She's vegan and upside down.
Okay, let's see.
Doesn't get better than this. Doesn't get better than this. They.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah, they know. Woo!
Wauw. Ja, was best goed. Was best goed.
Heel goed. Ja, nice.
I like it.
Love it.
Much love. We're in Amsterdam. Don't like to be oppressed. He's not annoying people. No, you're not annoying us. We're having a good time.
Then they got
Damn.
serious synergy.
What is synergy?
It's like the corporate energy ways of saying, oh, these people have synergy. Synergy.
I don't understand the joke.
That's like, I think with two together energy.
No, he says it's corporate.
No, it's like, yeah, it's. I heard it from
Oh.
corporate lingo. I don't know
I
if
thought
it's.
synergy was like when you have two together, like from how you say?
Yeah, I think it's a merger of two words indeed, but I.
Synthese
and energy.
Yeah, so it's like
Okay,
combined
so
energy.
synergy is when two people have good energy together. So there you go. I also didn't know. There you go.
Good
Right
synergy.
there.
We're
Yeah.
having good synergy.
You guys have good synergy.
That's ballsy for a okay.
What? Who does both?
Two things go together.
Chuck Norris.
Okay. No more truth or dare, I see.
No more truth or dare.
Questions? More questions, maybe?
Have we just stepped through a time warp in the 1960s?
What?
What are you talking about? 1960s?
No, yeah, we'll
we're
definitely.
at Woodstock.
Yeah.
We're at Woodstock.
Don't you know?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for. I'm just gonna go around. I want to go more people.
More people, eh?
Well, I've
Yeah.
been trying. Yeah.
We
yeah.
are vegan. Everyone.
Okay.
I mean, I was already.
Okay. Well, let me give you a card, by the way. You can also get. I just give you one card. if
For
I might.
what?
You have my YouTube channel and to help you go vegan.
Oh,
You-
no, you need the card to go vegan.
So.
No, but I can do it without a card.
No, you need it.
So you have here, you have a thing called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist.
Okay.
They send you recipes every day and help you go vegan for free.
This is new Christianity. Here, I took a picture.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Thank
Nice
you so
to
much.
meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too. What's your name?
Bye, chat. Lou.
Lou, I'm Chip.
Young.
Young,
Bye,
nice
chat.
to meet you.
One more question.
One more question?
They ask questions. They're really nice. New tattoo. I have one tattoo. It's this one. She has one. Turtle.
This person did
I made this tattoo. Do you want to show your tattoo to the chat?
Turtle,
Oh, yeah, sure.
Turtle.
Okay, we're gonna be seeing
Because
some
we wanna
tattoos,
go
everyone.
slow, like turtle.
What are you doing? You're taking your pants off?
It's there.
Oh, it's there. It's there. Okay. Okay, we see it. We see it. We see it. Love it. Love it. Okay, thank you guys. Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, cheers. Bye. That's what we're doing, everybody. We're walking around telling people to go vegan. Interesting, huh? I was not expecting to end the stream this way, but here we are. We're going. That was a nice moment. Yeah, solid answer. Yeah, everybody, that's what, join the streams. You never know what you're gonna get, huh, when you get this kind of stuff. Let me show you also what we have here. So there's obviously a lot more people have here, as you can see, but we're gonna go around, see who else maybe engages with the sign. Just walking around, showing people the reality of what they're doing, huh? You agree with the sign? It says if you're not vegan, you're supporting needless animal exploitation. You're a vegetarian. So do you consume animal products? So only some exploitation. You gotta go vegan. No more animals exploited for you. Yeah. I don't know how to. No excuse for abuse. Love it. Love it. Look, we have a sign here that says, "Hey, sorry, can I ask you something? I see that your sign says no excuse for abuse. Do you agree with the sign?"
Yeah, I
Do you-
wrote it.
Do you also agree with my sign? If you're not vegan, you're supporting needless animal exploitation and thus also abuse.
Yeah,
Do you consume animal products?
sometimes.
So you do support abuse?
Am I on camera?
Yeah, I'm live for my channel, yeah.
You're live with your camera?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you can ask someone else.
That's okay. Please go vegan and stop exploiting animals. Hypocrites, everybody, that's what we get. But that's literally what I fear if I'm going to be doing this kind of stuff. And I really want to respect people's privacy and
I wanted to show you a little bit of kind of how it is here. And as you can see, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of cool people being all around. It's kind of nice, right? It's a beautiful atmosphere. She doesn't believe in her own statement, says that gay vegan. Exactly, very true. Mark J, thank you so much for the donation, man. Thank you so much. Okay, let me walk around and show you a little bit more. Actually, I'll just walk around in that direction and let's see a little bit more of what we get. It is quite nice outside. The weather is pretty good. And this has been one of the best days in a while, says Moonrise Studios. I'm happy you're enjoying it. We're also going to be coming back tomorrow again for a couple of hours where we do a little bit of outreach. But meanwhile, we're just walking around with a sign that says, if you're not vegan, you're supporting needless animal exploitation. A lot of people are looking at it and judging it. So let's see who actually agrees with it, who wants to engage with it. There's also some a particular smell of weed here, which I also particularly enjoy. But let me turn this around so you can see me, because I feel like it's not really fair towards me to be filming people as I'm walking. So I'm just gonna be turning around, and you guys see as I'm walking kind of what we get. But yeah, at some point my arm is gonna get tired from holding this sign like this and the phone and all of it. But yeah, I love these kind of walking videos, says the vegan plant. Okay, well, I'm gonna do more often. If you enjoy these kind of videos, we can do those more often, no worries. We can reflect on how the outreaches have been at the end of them. I feel like there were a little bit of good outreaches. Oh, let me show you this. So we have some people there who are partying. That's really cool. We have a lot of people on the grass who are partying. And yeah, it's just a very, very nice atmosphere, as you can see. Everybody's just chill, minding their own business and enjoying their time. Yeah, this is what we want to see. You know, this is what, if you ask me, this is kind of what freedom really looks like, right? And this is what we want. And imagine having all of this without any animal exploitation, right? Isn't that beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? If all of the people that you see here were vegan, wouldn't that be amazing? If all of these people were to be here, also standing up for the animals and no longer exploiting them, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? But here we are, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta keep fighting. And let me walk all the way to the end here and show you guys a little bit more. This is a very pleasant way to make vegan activism, says Marcos. Yeah, Marcos, unfortunately, I don't know how much activism we are doing right now, right? Because we're just walking with a sign, and I'm telling you guys, kind of having a conversation with you guys as I'm walking and kind of showing people the sign that I'm having, stopping by and trying to get them to see a little bit. Rights for all, says Moonrise Studios. 100% agree. And that's essentially the thing, you know, like, I love these kind of areas where there's people expressing their freedom, expressing themselves, allowing themselves to be free and allowing themselves to be whoever they are. And it's so insane to me that some of these people cannot possibly seem to understand that this should be extended also to animals, that all the animals in the end, they all want to live and be free. None of them should be exploited, abused, or slaughtered, you know? They all deserve to be free. Let me show you something else, guys. Look at this. That's insane. Oh, brother, there's so much, there's an interesting atmosphere here, I can't say. But there's not so many people left. There's a lot of people who still have signs. Mandy says, thank you. Hey, Mandy, appreciate it. I think you guys are really enjoying this kind of stuff, a little bit of a different thing. I'm gonna do this a little bit more often. Yes, I mean the atmosphere, the freedom and the love. Like the good old times of hippies. Yeah, exactly, it does feel that way. It does feel like a little bit like a hippie movement, yeah. And I'm almost reached the end. Here you see in the back that is an opera, well, not an opera house, but it's a place where they do symphonic music and stuff. And there's a museum here, as you can see. This is the Museum of Modern Art that you see in this. This is the museum of this one is the Museum of Van Gogh. Hey Nick, thank you so much for the donation. And now we're gonna be walking back, and sharing the sign yet again with people, seeing how they react. And I'm just gonna be showing you a little bit of what my view is, because you always get to see me, you always get to see everything else, but you rarely get to see this other side of Amsterdam, right? The side that I actually always see, and that I'm part of, and I'm very grateful to be part of, and I'm very lucky. So, sorry everybody, I dropped something. Still walking with the sign.
My friend, she closed her door without an AC.
Was supposed to go an hour ago, says Ali. Yeah, Ali, we're showing a little bit of the end. At the end we're trying to show to do it a little bit differently and walk alongside, walk between people. How far is Central Station? Asks Sam Smith. I mean, you know, we're in Amsterdam. Everything is like 20 minutes away. I would say it's like maybe 30 minutes of walking and 20 minutes of 30 minutes of walking and 20 minutes of biking. 15 minutes of biking. I don't even know. Tad Otto says I'm definitely gonna hang out when I make it over there. That's awesome. There's kids on the grass enjoying their time. There's people on the grass enjoying their time. And this is what happens when you get good weather and people fighting for rights. You get these amazing free people just expressing themselves and doing whatever it is that they feel they want to do, you know? Oh, Martin says he's been to Amsterdam twice. The vibe is chill. Yeah, sorry everybody, there's a couple of holes in the ground, so if I move my hand is because, yeah. You still have daylight there. We are dark here in Greece. Yeah, Marcos, aside from the fact that we are, I think, 1 hour earlier than you, Netherlands is also a bit further north, so it gets darker later in the summer. But yeah, there are some people from Palestine holding signs for there. Yeah, just a beautiful atmosphere all around. Hey, this is our guy. Hey. And everybody, I think that will be it. I'm going to go towards my bike. I'm going to walk with you as I do now. I think today was a good day for outreach. I think we had a couple of good conversations. We had a couple of people to change. And I think I need to look into when there's these kind of protests, because the reality is approaching people who are interested in social change, or approaching people who actually want justice and who fight for justices and injustices. These are the people that usually are more willing to change, you know? Let me actually show you more as I walk along, so you've been seeing me all day, you get to see a little bit of Amsterdam as I walk. So also other groups here also. It's kind of beautiful here. As you can see, very nice atmosphere. Everybody enjoying themselves. And I'm walking along with a sign that says, if you're not vegan, you're supporting needless animal exploitation. And normally I sit, that's where I sit. As you can see, this building, that's Rijksmuseum, and I sit on the left of it, right close to the entrance, and somewhere on the left or on the right. So as I'm walking along here, everybody, I want to thank you for all the donations that you've given me. Thank you so much. This week was a pretty interesting week. I did activism every day, and I learned that I can do less activism and still do my job and do all of this kind of stuff, you know. So maybe in the near future I'll find a way to streamline these a little bit more, so do a little bit more of activism and work at the same time on the days that I do work. It's not always gonna work, but when it is, it's gonna be awesome. Somebody asked me, do you have kids? I do not know. and I don't want kids also. So there you go, there's that. Okay, well, I'm gonna be approaching my bike, everybody. I just wanna say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for everybody who's been in the chat. Thank you for helping me literally do what it is that I do. Whether it is that you're supporting me or whether it is that you're in the chat having conversations with people. Thank you for standing up for animals. Thank you for being vegan, everybody. Everybody who's vegan, you gotta give yourself a pat on the back, a little bit of a hug from time to time, and acknowledge that it is a big deal to be vegan in a non-vegan world. You know, it is not so difficult, that is true. But it is a big deal because you know what, we're going against the current. We're going against what everybody says, and I think we should be proud of what we're doing. So, thank you for that. I will be yet again live tomorrow for the last time this week and with Vegan Future Amsterdam. So we will have Lodewijk also there. The rights of others is worth what little sacrifices make, says Moonrise Studios. Very well said. As you can see, I'm still a little bit tired, so I might not go to that protest for the foie gras. I feel kind of bad for not doing that, but then again, you know, we do our best at the end of the day. That's what we try to do. If you're not vegan, everybody who is not vegan and has stuck around, I don't know why you would do that, but if you did do that, I appreciate you for doing that. And I want to say, check the videos in the description. We have a lot of resources to help you go vegan. And yeah, that's it. No, nothing else. Adam says you're phony. I mean, this is pretty much me, man. I don't know what you mean by I'm phony, but this is exactly who I am as a person in general. So yeah, thank you so much. I do a lot. Yeah, I do feel like I do a lot also sometimes, but you know how it is. It feels like going to a protest is always, what is it? You just gotta go there and be there, right? So if you just gotta go be there, why would it be so difficult? But the reality is, you know, that sometimes you just gotta take a break and regroup and be there some more or something. I don't even know what to say anymore, everybody. It's been a long day. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you. And yeah, we're gonna keep doing some outreach tomorrow, as I said. We're gonna keep fighting for animal rights. We're gonna keep trying to protect people from, well, sorry, we're gonna try to protect animals from people who think that they're objects. So if you're not vegan, please ask yourself, why is it that you think animals are objects? Why is it that you think that you have the right to exploit innocent animals? Do you have that right? Because maybe you don't, okay? Maybe they deserve to be free just as much as you, okay? Thank you so much, everybody who donated. Thank you so much for all the moderators in the chat, and thank you so much for everybody. I really do appreciate you, okay? If you're not vegan, go vegan. Stop it with this nonsense and finding excuses. You can go vegan. You can do it today. You can literally have all the resources at your availability right now, and you can stop exploiting any animal that you want. Because let me ask you this way. If you could save one animal today, if you could save one single animal today, shouldn't you? If you could choose today to save an animal, don't you think you should do that? So then go vegan and save more animals. Save more than one animal. Don't be their oppressor, okay? Do the bare minimum. Have an awesome day, everybody. I appreciate you so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone. Tomorrow, that is.